Dan can also play a lot of Magneto. We've been seeing
I need chat to help me find creators of hype videos. That's so toxic. It's pretty fun. It's a good one. It's pretty good. Okay, we should be live on YouTube as well. Hello, YouTube. We're hanging out watching Marvel Rivals Ignite. Enjoy. We're about to begin. So I think what's happening today in Marvel Rivals Ignite is we are going through the final group stages, and then we're figuring out where everyone's going to be. And I think we're going to get one match tonight that begins in the playoffs here. And we head into best of fives the moment we get into these. So that's kind of exciting. But I think we have to figure out where exactly everyone is going to place. So like right now, I believe FlyQuest and Envy are about to face off. And then we'll know their placement in this bracket. And then that will tell us where 100 Thieves is, I'm pretty sure. Exciting, bro. Exciting. It's 7 a.m. I've been all night. What's up, Zixus? Good morning. Yeah, so Holiday is a trick shot character that I'm trying to master in Deadlock. She is actually so fun to play, but I do think she's a little undertuned. But man, I'm gonna play her for a while. No one plays her because she's so hard.
Really does it all. He's just a deadly duelist. But at the front lines, you have Spark Chief. I love this guy. He just wears the passion.
Energy was really good yesterday. Energy was destroying on Psylocke. I expect a lot of Psylocke today. It seems that meta is kind of going towards a little bit more solo queue-like, where you have a strong 4, maybe 5-man, and then you have one person who's off on the side breaking off angles, and it's so powerful. So we'll see how it goes.
I've been enjoying Vesta's interviews too. You know, not only did he say yesterday that they've been able to get their confidence back, but also stated that they're playing really well, and that's with expecting either or of 100 Thieves or Envy falling to play them in the long run.
We can see the Black Widow tonight.
Before that series was decided. So
if anyone plays Black Widow, I would say it would be Shroud X's team. Someone who has consistent aim.
Is always great to see.
Yeah, you know what? That's my challenge to all the teams out there. You guys
With the metas and 3 healer, I'm happy. There have been 1, maybe 2 games of 3 healer, but it's not that good. 3 healer isn't even the meta. 3 healer is what a lot of solo queue people play because they're bad, right? They can't hit their shots, so like multiple healers softens mistakes, right? But it also amplifies mistakes of your team and the enemy, right? The only way that you get triple healer is if you got an Ultron. But it's not that common. It's really not.
Again, and you know, Envy has done very good in these grassroots tournaments and Rivals Fight Night and other areas, but it comes down to the playoffs. You got to win in the big leagues.
Playoffs! Talk about playoffs! It's coming for a while. It was common in Season 2, but again, it's only common because people are bad. It wasn't a legitimate composition at high level 66.
Having some fun on that path there as both sides protect the Emma Frost first.
Yeah, we've got the
You'll get it a lot in solo queue for sure, because people are just like, are dum-dums. Also, to be fair, support is the easiest role to mechanically play.
Getting rid of Speedery and the dominance he does in the air as Human Torch. Again, if you're looking at the big band system, this is
okay, let's see what we got.
So the band's only right now for Envy and vice versa.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if we get 2 triple support games just to spite Zexus. Immediately, like, him being gone usually means we're not gonna get too much Ultron. So for this team might. Oh, never mind, they banned Torch as well. Storm taken out as well. Both Flyers deleted. Magneto and Strange are kind of like the front line of tanks right now.
Just a couple days ago, still carrying that torch, I believe.
Got a couple of Groots in there too, but Groot seems to be falling out of flavor.
Both players love to play him. Energy has flexed into that as well. Energy can play just about everybody, and his performance is going to matter a lot.
Cloak and Dagger ban? Ooh, a Mantis ban. Staying away from the Adam Warlock Mantis Star-Lord comp. And they banned to apply for themselves? No, this is a special ban for tournament mode, where they only protect for their team and they ban for the opposing team. It's a great system, for sure. It makes it to where every game isn't just copy paste like you have in Overwatch.
for the Envy here is interesting. Definitely things that they're going to want to hang on to. And then no triple res comp. They're trying to shut that down. Energy going to Wolverine, though.
Oh, I forgot to say hi. I make sure I say hi every day.
Domination specifically, so I do like that.
Hi, Marvel Rivals nerds. Enjoy the games. Time for me to get my watch party on.
They've been playing that a lot on Domination. If you can figure that out, you're going to be golden. But it's
bam.
To figure out. You've got the Luna.
All right, there you go.
To the whale. That's, you know, a huge wombo.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Heaven. Love how we were also talking about the 2-for-2 on Domination from both these teams. Literally 2-for-2. Looking at FlyQuest, where they won 2 on Domination, they've lost 2 on
Domination. If Ultron's a ban, we may see triple healer. Ultron and Loki would be the only candidates that would be triple healer. Jeff the Shark has been completely taken away as an option.
Looking at Envy to try to keep up their consistency.
Yeah, FlyQuest soaring through the bracket as we do the fly over the maps, and we're heading into it. And here we go, both teams lined up, ready.
Jeff the Shark with the bubbles into a healer switch. Standard. We got Loki and Luda Snow for Envy. 24 seconds of healing. Who's ready? Dude, Wolverine is becoming an issue. Straight up. Now, this team they're running the same comp they ran yesterday. And there is a discussion of, like, maybe we're not going to see too much hero switching until we get to the playoffs, because right now they're just playing for seeds.
Are dropping like flies, and Envy seamlessly take the point first.
Yeah, what a way to respond from Cal just from yesterday. Like, locked in on Hawkeye back-to-back. We're seeing the same comp that we've seen from FlyQuest, but a different comp here for Envy, especially yesterday. Energy, though, now swapping over to Psylocke to try to deal with probably the pressure.
I think that's the right play. Energy played a lot of Psylocke yesterday.
And that's together with the mental projection that you currently get here, or whether, no, that's with the Emma Frost. That Emma Frost is banned here, but it's together with the Magneto and the Psylocke, even without that power-up, and just trying to control a lot more of that space, get more into these flanking angles here, too, between Envy, and then looking at the way that Cal's currently positioned, you have to worry about funneling through that corridor.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
He knew Hulk was pushing him on the right side, so he pushed into the choke. That was crazy. That was a good awareness by the Hawkeye. But Spark Chief finds a perfect flank. Oh my god. Siege should be too valuable. I feel like they're only valuable in, like, high tournament populations. They're only going to be facing off against the 4th place team. There's only 8 teams playing in the playoffs. So, typically, I think there's like 3 teams that are really good in Marvel Rivals America, and the rest are kind of like, they're solid with some hot streaks, so I don't think they really care too much about seeds. Nice seeing a Hulk game. Yeah, FlyQuest plays a little bit of Hulk here and there. They usually pair it up with a Wolverine to try and get an early pick, and then they switch into a different DPS. Nice energy. Yeah, energy carries in this character right now.
They're ready for the bracket buster a little bit here as they open with a 46 to 40% opening. They're getting that first little stagger. That's all you need when you've got the
yay tentacles. I'm glad we're showing tentacles right now instead of showing the team prepping for defense. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
It's gonna be great for FlyQuest here. Now they're going to try to tackle Psylocke right away. What a good switch to Psylocke here as they open things up.
Also a switch here from Envy. No more thing.
That switch happened in the first 10 seconds of the game.
Spark Chief versus Window, it looks like here. Speedery having that Wolverine ult. They try to all collapse together here against Spark Chief, who's going to have to jump.
I want to see Dogman and Vicky Kitty commentate together. I think they're the best casters in this tournament. So I want to see what they can cook together.
It's going to be a reset here in terms of health, and now you have the Luna Snow dancing around. Nero now over to the
ooh, not. Oh my god, that combo from Spark Chief.
It's Revenjo as Spark Chief is able to then reciprocate.
That was amazing. That was a right click, left click into him jumping into an E into a right click. Damn, that was insane. Oh my god, Spark Chief. Window over here trying to answer back. I think it's funny they both have the same skin. There aren't very many Hulk skins. Namor is so funny to play because he just has like constant whistles happening. If If you ain't whistling, you ain't playing.
Looking incredible as they open up this matchup with flying colors and taking .1 in Hell's Heaven. Color me surprised.
What even like looking at the meteor of M like directly in the face, even with the Hawkeye just shoots it right down, knows that they can't contest either way. Envy, we're not expecting that dominating start here from FlyQuest. Look at energy. 5 final hits. I mean, equal.
Getting that armor. So funny to me that Penny and Rocket are used to put down their team up, which gives additional armor to the entire team, and then both characters switch at the last second before they leave.
Yesterday was Cal and Speedery was doing a lot. Now Speedery looking to get some of this back here, just unable to get everything. Right now it feels like every play is like a Hail Mary for Envy, and there's just no one in the
So everyone keeps talking about Envy being really good because they were solid during the qualifiers, but in this actual tournament themselves, I feel like they've been outclassed in most scenarios. So I'm kind of curious about this matchup. I don't know why everyone keeps touting Envy as like a top 2 team.
Same thing though cannot be said about Envy. They used up a lot for that final fight, playing very split up FlyQuest with their
like Sheepdairy's pretty solid. I like Sheepdairy a lot.
Specifically though, Nero will have the fate of both worlds just to help them out in trying to recontest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, speaking of, we got a Psylocke off right now, huh?
Match energy, see if they can contest, go back to back. Cal now switching over to Hella. Cal has been known as a great Hella. Didn't see it a lot in the upper bracket, but he is locked and loaded here as Window going to Mr. Steve Rogers to create some pressure. I like this change up in the match.
Oof.
And Cal getting the best.
Captain America, bruh.
Well, that's already one way to hold back energy with the way that energy has been playing too.
Bubble? There's the bubble.
Jumping in though, it's going to be Spark before it comes right back together on the point, helping out the rest of the team here. But you have to think about the dance of butterflies on your
Damn.
Huge dance of butterflies.
Huge.
Great positioning call out as Envy finally get to retake the point.
Yeah, the opposite of what we just saw in the first map. They used all the ults, didn't get anything happening.
So Audios has Namor now, and they have the Hulk team up.
Death of butterflies at this point. Brilliant 4-5 Elim there. And if you're FlyQuest, you have all you need. You've got your own dance. You also have 2 dances. You have both Luna and Psylocke ready to lock. And great job there from Window is spying the energy in the backline.
Month also has God of Message ready. Energy still holding on to the dance of
Oh my gosh, it's Hella.
For the opportunity, but with Cal making the swap over to the Hella earlier in for the second round here, been putting in a good amount of damage. FlyQuest is trying to get out of that line of sight.
Yeah, absolutely here. They're just trying to fold. I love just the combo right now of what Spark Chief is doing with energy. They're staying locked together tight. Audios has got the strategist kind of locked and ready and supported here as he's taking this.
Man, they are pinned down.
The team is into this point. They want to try to get out of here.
There we go. They have ult, so they need to find a pick though.
Quickly, Fly has got to make a to the point and get some pressure on them.
Well, time is literally flying by here, and together with the Hulk, with the Namor team up here, just trying to put in enough of that damage just to get through this initial choke too.
Ooh, Spark Chief got deleted.
Trying to go into the backline, probably looking at Speedery.
No ult usage either.
Harass them from that backline. While meanwhile, you still have Cal.
I wonder what happened. We missed it completely.
A great hit from Cal there. Hulk's not smashing at the moment. He's just spectating us. Speedery's keeping the distance at the right time. We've got all the ults online from both. Yeah,
the Namor squid's being instantly popped.
New York, the ult's about to drop into hell.
It's because these players know what they're doing. Captain America destroyed here though.
First energy with that opening Elim on Window.
A huge here though, losing out on Window, who cannot even take advantage of their own ult just to stay alive here. Looking to see what Best could do. Cannot find that mark though with the
Dude, I hate this observing when we go into ults. It's so disorienting. I don't know why they feel like they have to catch every single ultimate. You lose the storyline. I would be losing my mind as a commentator.
I just counted like 10 ultimates, 3 miracles, there's like all survivor. What happened? Well, no one got eliminated really from that. That was perfect. Just upkeep with the strategist, keeping everybody alive. Energy though, getting rid of Speedery there.
Well, Captain America got eliminated in it, but then there was a bunch of trade-offs. FlyQuest is trying to move on the spot. Energy is blowing them back, so technically FlyQuest is technically winning the fight at the moment. There we go, 2 picks finally hitting. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so the person to watch here is probably Kaluge on Magneto and then Energy on Psylocke, and see if he can pick people off as they try to rotate in. That's like a really important element of playing Psylocke, is stopping reinforcements. Yeah, that's what Energy's doing. He's playing around the top side. Ultimate's about to come up. Sheepdairy does have the first ultimate. Where's Cooper? Cooper has an ultimate, so should be able to handle it. There it is. Luna Snow pops it. Perfect. Cal dies on the engage. Cheap Berry has to escape. Nero's gonna be able to answer back. But that Gamma Ray started to pick up really quickly on that Captain America in the back line. Energy goes for the one-on-one and wins it. Too clutch. Energy stepping up, keeping them back. Reinforcements cooked away, and they sustain. Envy will have one more chance to push in, but there are 4 ultimates to answer back.
I'm telling you right now, if Best controls
The problem is Cloak and Dagger is the defensive ult for FlyQuest. So Cloak and Dagger has to ult and not get sniped by Kaluge.
And this is where he's great. He gets those final hits. He's just so precise with that accuracy. It's incredible. Both teams stacked up about the same here in the ultimate department.
Ooh, Energy might die here. He pops his ult because he has to survive. Finds the kill though. That's a hella. That was a very lucky ult. Because he had to use that ult to stay alive. This is a lucky ult. Kaluge goes up. He's looking for Cloak and Dagger, but Cloak and Dagger goes to the back. Okay. It actually killed off Luna Snow. It wasn't the correct target, but it's someone. Cloak and Dagger ult was still available. Full control still available for FlyQuest. Is Spark Cheek going to switch into the Hulk? Or is he going to try, or Strange? Or is he going to go in here? Spark Cheek is now Strange. So they're going to try and reinforce. Timer's looking down. Someone has to touch. No one touched.
With just seconds to spare at the very end.
EP hands.
Tie this up, taking us to a round number 3 for our first map.
You could tell from Kaluge that meteor, it wasn't just purple, it was personal. I mean, he just
there were 2 mistakes that happened there. The biggest one was Energy getting caught.
And that's a bummer with that portal. Sometimes it comes down to milliseconds.
He was playing the flank, and Envy was like, all right, let's commit to catching him on the flank. And then he didn't expect it. He was lucky to get a kill on Cal, but him losing that flank so fast made the rest of his team fall apart. And then once Luna Snow had to pop her ultimate to live, Loki was able to counter with his ultimate. Also, the team did not play on the Cloak and Dagger carpet. Cloak and Dagger put 2 heals on the objective to keep them alive, and then took the other 2 and put them in the quarters because she had to dodge out in the Magneto ult. And for some reason, the rest of the team didn't follow. That was a weird comms. I have a hair in my tongue. Look. All right, here we go. Round 3. Good match so far. Very close.
FlyQuest was coming into their own, but right now teams are matching. They're meeting. We have only one whale into the double dance yet again for Envy.
So much damage output from Alios. I like how you pointed that out here. Jumping on though, Mealy trying to isolate.
Gosh, he plays more Hulk. He's so fun, dude.
The menace. Cooper does have the fate of both worlds at the very start of this fight. Same thing could be.
Look at this. Energy's in the back, dude.
On the other side though, Nero could then reflect that.
Luna Snow counters Psylocke completely. Oh my god. Did you just see that? Cooper switched into a damage amplification, and so Audios got killed off. Why did Cooper switch to damage when Psylocke is ulting on top of her? Cooper literally just threw Namor into the ground there. I would be so tilted if I was Namor.
Try to yeet it all the way to the back line of FlyQuest, stuck in that quarter. Nice kiting away here. Jello still was able to get away with that.
Got Psylocke nice.
Here comes Energy though. Dance of Butterflies on their end, and now being able to at least find one.
Window push forward though. That was smart. When a Psylocke is pushing your back end, you either all pull back or you just go ahead and commit to the push. And Envy chose the latter, and they were able to get 2 supports for it. Good play.
Envy could be able to find us.
Yeah, nothing scarier than a backline funeral. When you've got Cap ulting and then Speedery at the helm, a Psylocke pushing in, there's not much you can do. We've got now some stagger happening for them. Obviously, you've seen a little bit of that team up with Loki for that res. That's why Loki's been banned so much. But reset now, honestly, the first point to just now. That's how close that was.
Envy has full control right now.
Best has to be careful here so he doesn't get staggered.
And the ult advantage. Like, FlyQuest is one ult, but that ult is used as a response usually to take out a healer. Okay. Ulting, taking out all the tentacles. Well done. FlyQuest chooses to move forward. Cooper pops the ult. Why is everyone running away from Cooper? What are they doing?
And these meteors, they are just not connecting. The whiff needles are out on display, but Vest
Cal gets traded out.
Just the primary taking out Cal,
There was no reason for Zelos to run away from Luna Snow. Oh, go with the team. Kalu didn't even use his ultimate. Yeah, they're definitely out of sync right now. They must not be playing with a lot of Luna Snow or something. It's probably banned a lot in scrims.
Was crazy, but it's not gonna be enough.
The blessings of the deep, the bubble block. Are you kidding me? I don't even know if that was intentional.
FlyQuest is one more push here, but they're gonna be running into an Invi that is fully fed on ults.
Teams now pushing in, same story as that last point. 75%.
Didn't anyone block the Maggle? Yeah, with his face. Yeah, he went to block it with the bubble, and then he fell down and got killed anyways.
But with the freedom charge, though, trying to dive up the back line. Cooper, once again, has been getting these Fate of both worlds so quickly, ready to go to help lead the rest of
Okay, the team is playing on Cooper this time. There we go. Okay, now Cloak and Dagger falls up. Nice. Okay, so FlyQuest should take over this objective now. Pulling back. Salakol. Shield going up. Good heals. Cheap Dairy in the sky. Gets stunned. Okay. FlyQuest got their shit together. A little too late in my opinion, but they did. Okay. So now they have to have a perfect hold. Envy has not switched into a Darkness Rage yet. They don't need to. They have probably like 2 pushes in them to try and break their opponent. FlyQuest needs to play perfectly. Wolverine comes in with an ult. Runs it down the back line. Gonna be an immediate nearer ult, but they did take out Kaluj, so they are missing a tank. It is a 65. Great stun from Dr. Strange. Isn't probably gonna kill here, but they do slow down the push. Whale comes in though and finds a pick. 2 down. Kale trying to fire away, but Dr. Strange has got it uncovered. FlyQuest loses 1 for 2. So they're gonna keep this point for a little bit longer. They lost energy, so they are missing their pressure, but they have their healers, which is more important when you're trying to sustain.
We keep seeing this. One team has the point, and they're losing a couple people, and then they make it back, and they get that charge up. It's that
Cooper has ult, so does Zelos. Salakot comes out. Cooper pops it. Good hold. Okay. Kaluj does have his ultimate if he wants to try and go for a snipe. Here it is. This is big. He doesn't get it. Nice. Okay, so now Cloak and Dagger can ult, and she does. FlyQuest has to fight back. They did lose audios, but they traded out window. Energy comes forward on the tank. DPSing, percent damage, finds Cal. Finds a kill on Cal, and has his ultimate. If he can kill the healer, huge. Healer trying to get away. He gets it. Huge. Portal coming in from window. They're going to try and sustain through, and we are in overtime. Energy has an ult. Nails it. Just running down the supports. This Wolverine is cleaning up. Energy is literally the ace for this team. Luna Snow pops her ultimate. Dr. Strange goes for a stun. Goes straight for Loki. They're trying to beat him up. They find Loki. Month is down. FlyQuest has a number advantage, 64. They do have to wait out Luna Snow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now they can go for kills. There it is. Beautiful. FlyQuest was all over the place that game. My God. But they got it.
Are you not entertained to kick things off? I can't believe that 99% comeback.
Dude, it was the way that Envy tried to recontest, but with just a few more seconds than what FlyQuest had for round number 2. And Envy not only
got to give it last patch, yeah. Yeah, they did. The Wolverine switch really helped lock down the location, because like the tanks don't have time to play around, right? They have to run into those blades or they're gonna fall apart.
To flame the fire that is burning and igniting for FlyQuest right now, and Energy, this was what had to happen. 17
yeah, Energy hard carried that game.
To look at Cooper, 63,000 healing, and that's with Cooper having Fate of both worlds always ready to counter Speedery and the Dance of Butterflies, especially on that 3rd round.
Isn't Speedery sheep dairy, or am I incorrect?
Well, it was like these weird stagger fest.
I was told it was sheep dairy. Was I lied to on the internet? Is it Speedery or sheep dairy? I don't care either way. I just want to know for sure.
From the upper bracket loss that we just saw from 100 Thieves, Envy, this team, they know what they're doing. They've been here. They've been on these win streaks. But right now is what matters. But this is what's beautiful. Best of 5. They got plenty of time, right? You know, if they would have lost this with a best of 3, they would have to make it up in one map. They could figure things out and kind of go back to the scoreboard and see why they lost just now.
Those finicky
Dude, energy is just smooth with the movement. Look at this.
These different bands here.
Look at that, dude.
We saw a lot of changes coming out within the first few seconds of that first round alone, but there was a follow-up too between Energy and Smart Chief too that just allowed them to thrive in that first round, but it was a takeover that was a little too late.
Yeah, absolutely here. I mean, both teams, I would say even the Vanguard setups were good.
Mm-hmm.
Of protection, the ultimate trade matches.
FlyQuest always shows so much hunger. I love it.
As Cooper tasked getting the MVP, just a casual, cool 6
has been called.
K healing to open things up, 14 KOs. My goodness, absolutely cooking. But honestly, the kitchen is not close for either team. They're both doing so.
I would bet my life that Fly wins this. What the hell?
Big thing about
I would not.
And proving that they can win.
And if you're going to be able to put up those numbers as a support here in a very intense matchup where you have to not only worry about Speedery, you have to worry about Window, who was on the Captain America. Let's not forget that too. You have to worry about both of these different people diving you in your backline, and you still have your ultimate ready to counter what is the most important, whether it be from Speedery's ultimate or in Cooper's case, being able to funnel from that different corridors when you're on the opposing side of the point could be difficult because everyone's just like a bunch of sardines stuck in a can here, and you know that it's going to be a lot easier to execute, so holding on to those ultimates are super important.
Yeah, and I just want to say we highlight players like Terra a lot, Speedery obviously, but the flexibility of Energy, I've seen this guy play just about everything. I mean, he has played Vanguard when needed and pretty much the entire Duelist roster at this point. The man can do it all, and I like the approach of Psylocke that they did. FlyQuest right now, they're not just flying on a plane, not coach, definitely not Spirit Airlines. It's first class for them. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll see you guys for the next match.
Cool. Next match. Oh, do we only get 2 matches today? That's it? Wow. And then tomorrow's the best of 5s? Is that how that works? Or is today best of 5s? Oh, today are both best of 5s. Interesting. Wait, why is it best of 5s? All matches, lower brackets, and grand finals are best of 3. So is Wikipedia wrong? Rest of matches excluding the grand final are best of 5. The playoffs on June 26th and June 29th are best of 5s. Lower bracket finals and grand finals are best of 5s. What? So where are we? Because right now it's FlyQuest versus Envy, but why would this be a best of 5 but the other matches are best of 5s? I'm confused. We're still in group stage figuring out seeding, correct? Why are today matches best of 5s? Oh, is it because the group stage is put into a bracket instead of round robin? Oh, I see. So this is the upper bracket final and the lower bracket final. So yesterday that final was 2-0 for Envy, which was a best of 3. And the lower bracket final to face off in the grand final tomorrow. These are both best of 5s. I see. This was a best of 3, this is a best of 5. Weird. But I get it now. Okay. That is so weird. Am I crazy, Chad? Is that a weird bracket phase? Normally, like, these would match in terms of seeding. And this would be like a best of 7. This is all best of 3s, and then this hits a best of 5. That's a best of 5. What a weird tournament, bro. I don't know why they just didn't do round robin for seeding as well. Round robin would have been the best. You get matches with everybody. Do 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 ba boo. Do do do. Do 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 do. Just vibe, bro. Luna Snow should do a song called this. Just vibe, bro. That'd be a great song. Just vibe, bro. Just vibe, bro. Oh, oh, oh. I need a Hulk skin where Hulk turns into a snowman. That's what I need, chat. I need him turn into Santa Claus. The Santa Claus.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Map 2 between Envy and FlyQuest. And you feel that, Vicky, it's tension in the air. One of these teams is getting close to be sent packing again. It's win, it's go home, it's for the seed placements, it's for money. It is for the glory. Hey, Vicky, what did you see there on that matchup? That was nuts.
I saw, like, every ult being utilized at the same time with nobody dying. The amount of saves that we had, the ult utility that we had, as well as the comeback potential that we saw was beautiful. FlyQuest winning that first map, and for that first map to go to all the way to the third round is just what I want to see when we introduce best of 5 here.
And so far, guys, this story of FlyQuest is so crazy. This is a team on Twitter so just completely stunned, just having some of the saddest tweets I've seen after that first loss, and then just this recovery.
Do 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 do.
Both teams have won. Envy has
all right.
so compared to
Emma Frost ban, Magneto protection, torch ban. We'll see, chat. Let's see. Either a torch or a Luna Snow ban. Wow. Look at this. God tier drafter over here.
Also ban the torch once again, the protections and then the bans on the Emma Frost that we saw too. Even with the Magneto.
I should consider a Loki ban. Especially for Convoy.
We're getting rid of, I mean,
hey, would you look at that?
Such a demon there on Human Torch, so getting that flame out of the sky.
You can barely hear the casters. They're streaming on twitch.tv/Marvel Rivals if you want to hear the casters.
From Envy was dedicated to Torch.
Feel free.
Again, it is. It's mirror bans at the moment.
Okay. Are we going to maybe see the Mantis ban once again from Envy onto FlyQuest to prevent FlyQuest from rocking?
They protect their Luna Snow.
They do protect the Luna Snow though as a priority. As
they can still play Loki again.
Cooper played that. I would also protect Luna.
The bottom team can.
Take another healthy dose of 60,000
Envy.
healing and great damage to boot. I mean, my goodness. I'm wondering if we get like a they're gonna go with Mantis again to prevent triple res. But man, after that Wolverine play, I would think about it. The thing is though, energy can flex to whatever, and that's what is so lethal about them. Oh, look at that! As I'm talking about it, they get rid of that Wolverine, and that was one of the key differences. I'll be honest. Just
the Wolverine did clean up at the end last time, but I don't think
the Wolverine there was insane for them, and that's a smart ban. But it does open up triple res for them.
And the protection onto the Groot too from Envy. That's gonna be 2 protects.
Is that Wolverine a good ban?
Leaving things open.
It's Convoy.
What that next ban is gonna be.
The reason why the Wolverine was so strong is because you put yourself in a position where they had to make a play and they couldn't do it.
Yeah,
you don't have that on Convoy as much.
Walking in, getting ready. We've got that group safe. Window can play it all, but I saw Window play a ton of group back when he was on Shroud X.
Interesting.
Just the way that he can play the hero on this map, it's so important to play Groot at a match.
Where's Zex's at? Here's your triple support. You get the Ultron.
Picks on the Vanguards and separate them from the team.
Ultron.
Here, he's in a little Ultron, and they're going to go with the fly route. They don't have any aerial, a lot of aerial units to use here, but we'll have to see as we go to map 2.
Yggdrasil.
I feel like, just thinking about it, is that the first time we saw Protect over Groot? I believe it may have been too. So that's Going to be interesting trying to prioritize Groot. Again, 2 Vanguards to use up for that safety as we get set up. FlyQuest are ready with a dictating start for that very first map win. Map number 2 in a best of 5 situation now. Everything on the table for Envy to keep themselves here.
Yeah, Asgard is the place. They've seen plenty of.
Look at that tree. What a beautiful tree, bro.
Obviously, when you've got Surtur destroying the whole planet, you've seen a bit of everything. Speedery at the top. At pro play, you still use that window. It's always clutch as he gets a little peek on the competition here. We've got Speedery on Iron Man, and he plays lethal flyers. He is their flyer as now we head into the match. Nero staying back, having that huge snowflake to keep Speedery that much more healed up and topped off.
Nice.
Gonna be handy here with Speedery being up in the sky too, just to look at them and give some of that extra healing, as well as window being in front. Group being on this map as well with these walls is just so easily utilized.
Look at this healer looking up. Actually, I don't think it's such a bad idea to watch some healers occasionally. Look at this.
Yeah, I like that they're attacking Audios.
Look at him looking up. Look at him looking up. What a teammate.
All Magneto yesterday, he's back to the Strange himself, one of the more infamous Stranges within Rivals. As they push up here, Window already has an entangled prison, and it is looking to be stacked up, ready to go here in a moment for the Wombo combo. They can use it with Speedery. Are they going to
nice. Window with a sickle.
Together, though, with the
wow, that was too easy. That was like insanely easy. I think FlyQuest was surprised at how quickly that ult came out. The good news is they can portal, and the earlier portal, the better. But man, that was like insanely disruptive. Damn, dude, if you would have got the Luna Snow.
I mean, I did see the Invisible Wind Shield, or rather, yeah, from month over by Speedery, just in case to help them out. But man, even avoiding that, Cooper was ready with the Phantom
Wolverine with the Ultron. Oh, the Ultron lives though. Cooper's healing was there just a little bit longer.
To stay alive, and Cal then takes Vez to the sky, takes him all the way down.
He's waiting for it. Here it is. Oh, barely missing. He's still looking for it.
That's how they got the initial fight win.
No, follow that. That's the most important storyline right now. What's going on with the Wolverine versus the Ultron?
This time Wolverine, and that's going to give them a huge advantage. Kalu's looking to use these portals to
yeah, they're going to portal to lock them out so they can't get in here. They might be able to touch it. Cloak and Dagger got it. Nice. Window has an ult. Sue Storm ult. Sheep Dairy. Oh, this is going to be huge. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow, bro.
Talk about a statement here. It's fine. Cal could be popping off in the backlines. He could be going hunting, but Speedery is up in the skies going shooting.
Jarvis, clip that. Post to social media that I'm carrying. That was massive, huge ult there from Iron Man. And just incredible. Speedery, great job there as they get the pressure needed to put the point.
I mean, that was all Window, but that was a great ult. Window set all of that up. Sheep Dairy shouldn't be getting the credit for it. Window landed a 4-man Groot ult.
Especially on this map too, momentum is so much if you don't control some more of these corner spaces too. But Spark coming right back in on the Hulk, activates the World Breaker just to reset the health pool too. And together with FlyQuest rocking this Ultron composition here, Aldios finally uses some of those ultimates that you mentioned here, Cozy. Energy Spark now send them back after finding 2 picks.
Okay, they hold. Triple healer trying to connect.
Great job from Audios there, Extermination, keeping the team alive in that
I do like that we have Iron Man here against Triple Healer. Iron Man helps out of both against 2 healers here in particular. Well, I guess all 3 of them. But he can go toe-to-toe with Ultron whenever Ultron's ulting, thanks to his laser. And then he can also one-shot both Sue Storm and Luna Snow in their ults.
Just completely tackled him. The follow-up too from Energy. They knew the assignment, the communication is beautiful. I like the vibes that we're currently seeing too from FlyQuest just to deal with that issue. No Punisher here.
Luna Snow all time.
It's not banned, and they force out the fate of both worlds. Meanwhile, though, on the other side from MB, they have the Punisher. The Meteor's not going to be able to find Cal.
Oh my god, the healing. Oh my god, he broke through it. Huge.
Both worlds to try to keep them alive, but it's too much damage, too much pressure as Cooper and Vez meet their demise.
Yeah, that defensive ult was used at the right time, but the bubble popped, and it is done as instead of getting a huge defensive
Envy is cleaning up on Convoy here, but time is ticking.
On that part of the point, as they're pushing forward now, right now, momentum heavy on Envy. They've got another maximum pulse. We've got the invisible boundary with the Groot ult. We can just do the wombo of the Groot and Iron Man.
Sheep Dairy in position for a big ult.
This is gonna be at least 2. I'm calling 2 here.
They're not gonna be successful.
Okay, Hulk coming in.
Just wait for them to come up from the other side, but he unleashes it anyways, even without the wombo combo here. They heard Adios, they heard the extermination, and they had to react. Energy, meanwhile, going in through the back.
See Storm ults.
Nero, the Eye of Agamotto who just off tier 2, but it's fine.
Nice, got the Ultron. Huge. Not enough though.
Get exterminated, and Envy
He's getting outslayed, man.
Team fight.
Yeah, Kalush open the eyes and close the.
Are they gonna switch off this triple healer, or are they staying with it?
Part of the point shut down. Good job on avoiding some of the bigger ults there, but ultimately all it takes is the one group up there to get the job done. And there's 2.5 minutes, or 2 minutes and 48 seconds.
I just worry they don't have enough damage, man. Their damage dealer is Psylocke, but like Psylocke is getting sneezed on and gets picked off, right?
Here they hear the turret set up too from Cal. Sitting pretty, just trying to
Window too clean. He has that Windex. Facts.
Speedery is close to having that Iron Man ultimate. Still trying to figure out a way to deal with Speedery here.
Yeah, energy right now, compared to domination, has been not the biggest factor on this map. Speedery just kind of, again, owning the skies here. And he just farms these ults so quickly. He's ready to rock yet again. Besto does have that ultimate. He's hanging on for
his nice movement.
Game to use it against it as a defense, and that's probably what it's going to be. But Vest
this Psylocke is being so annoying.
But also Punisher's ult.
Wonder what happened to Cal right there too. Already down after using the ultimate, it looks like, and was taken out by Zelos with the Invisiwoman. But now it's going to be a dance party too from Fate of Both Worlds. Here comes the maximum pulse suit for Speedery.
Well, Post didn't do anything here. They might be able to stay alive. Zelos about to have an ult. There it is. Oh no, he got stunned the entire time. He couldn't pop it. Great catch by Kalush.
Just more lights than Times Square on New Year's Eve. This is ultimates everywhere, but the fight's being won in the neutral as Adios does get the pick on Speedery, trying to escape collusion, does get that.
He really uses that a lot in his commentary. They're just ultimates everywhere. I don't know what's happening. Explosions.
Perfect. Fireworks would be a light show out here too, just to add to it.
I feel like that's kind of your job to know this stuff.
Cal then steps 1 foot around the corner, gets annihilated. Adios then follows up.
Loud noises.
2 and 3 out for Envy.
I'm paid to cast this.
I'm just telling you, the absolute, I've said this yesterday, you can't spell poke without M-A-G-N-E-T-O. I mean, Vest is just doing such a great job at the constant pressure and getting those eliminations with the precise accuracy as he tries to push them back a little bit with that alt fire. And right now, you've got plenty for FlyQuest with 43 seconds, plenty to hold this. You've got the advantage here.
Extermination is the first one used for FlyQuest instead. Window.
I mean, Ultron can blow that up so fast. He's already at 10% and it just finished. Ultron's ult building is insane. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Where's energy? Energy should be coming in right now. Nero's ult just died. Finds Nero. Oh, Nero went and sacrificed himself. Smart. He actually just ran in there and said, screw it. We gotta delay the Psylocke. Doctor Strange ult. Kalug. Window comes in. Gets his lockdown too. Good combo so far. Nero actually switched over to Jeff the Shark. That's incredible. What a high-level play. You're not gonna farm a Luna Snow ult in time. So he went and ran down the Psylocke and died to the Psylocke to know where it was. And then switched into Jeff so he could swim in and provide bubbles for his team because Jeff is going to give you more immediate healing versus Luna Snow giving you healing. And he actually already has an ult build at 51%. That's crazy. Did no one else see that? FlyQuest able to move in. There it is. 2 points.
It's up to FlyQuest now
Wow.
to show what they can do on the push.
I can't see anything. It's ults everywhere. That's why they need me. I can see it all. Just ults everywhere, all over the place. He's done that 3 times now today, where he's just like, I don't know what's happening. Ults everywhere.
Fantastic. Chef's kiss out here too, but they had a lot of momentum with those first 2 checkpoints.
When are you gonna be a caster for this game?
Yeah, maximum pulse, more like maximum energy. Just crazy job there.
I don't know. I would need 2 weeks notice at least, because I need to study the players and I need to study the names of the ults. I don't know them.
But again, a lot of these picks are in the neutral.
But if they gave me 2 weeks notice, I would do it anytime.
Spectacular.
Easy.
There. But at the end, FlyQuest was able to button up in a tighter, that cave environment that allows energy to get more of that peel. And really the difference.
Oh, he's given 2 weeks notice. Let's go.
Get on those strategies.
And that's just because you have to think about the lackluster roofing that Speedery would have if he's stuck with the Iron Man. Like, you can't really navigate around as easily as you would for the first 2 checkpoints when you're not stuck inside of that roof-like building. So being able to make that swap quickly, still finding at least a little bit of impact, but I also feel like there was a lot more focus onto Cal, and that's where energy comes in and really helping them out.
The Stars are playing at the highest degree. Energy Speedery putting on a show. 13,000 damage.
Your analysis is amazing. Thank you.
Great job.
That's why I'm doing these videos, because hopefully I'll get noticed somewhere. We'll see. I can just feed you the key players too? Yeah, that's going to be my prerequisite. They're like, hey, can you come cast a tournament? I'm like, only if Yodaba comes with me. I need someone to point out the Vinnies of every team.
Get ready for some play.
I got you, Daba. We'll get us both hired.
Getting ready with the back end portal play just to help enable Alvios, who's gonna
Give me my entourage. Wait, how many people do you have to have for an entourage? If we have to get an entourage, we have to have Daba, we have to have Exiled, and then we need one more.
Special that we've been seeing in Ignite. If you're a duo, you're gonna be copying this as much as possible. Look at all that constant pressure up the turret, using every last bullet. Now, as they were forced to go into this safe haven, now it's going to give the space for FlyQuest to push forward a little bit, and that's what they were looking for.
Energy is so fast at having an escape route. I think that's what, like, makes him the best Psylocke in this tournament, is he always has an escape plan.
Looking to try to boost up that dance of butterflies, try to get a pick on these.
Can I be the liaison between you and Daba? You're our messenger. You need at least 4 people to have an entourage? Okay, so it's me, you, Exiled, and then Xerix is the middle sandwich. I'm down. Bro, they are committed to this triple healer, aren't they? There goes energy. Loki, Rune. Ooh, I love the Thing follow-up. Sadly, there's a there's a Punisher there. U +4, we need one more? Do you think we can convince Xpix to like this game? We don't even need Xpix to like the game. We just need him there. We need his vibes, you know? We need Xpix just trolling and vibes. I'm down. Starting to really come into what we saw in that first Dom map, just forcing them now to get pushed back and bowling them on the map of their choice, their home court.
Oh, look at this. The animation canceled. The wall two from Groot. Magneto ult from Vest. Looking down below. Protection.
You seem like the game are already there. Marvel rival haters.
Not gonna be able to find just that one mark over to the other side. A nice split angle from FlyQuest as Alvios.
I am Agamotto.
I have Agamotto now from Kaluj, but Energy's already done the damage. Already found the 3K, forcing Envy back.
That was just a bunch of
Man, I really am curious how FlyQuest would have done if they didn't play the triple support on defense. Dude, Ultron's laser is so good for breaking walls. You see that? Oh my god. Okay, Sheepdairy.
Energy looked at Speedery once. You find Speedery in a
That's the Psylocke life, dude. You get caught, you die.
Because you know the kidnap's coming, especially putting you in the line of sight of the rest of Envy's backline here instead. Great first pick. That's gonna
oh my god, that was a huge combo. Only got one. I couldn't tell if he lost his trade or not, though.
Job though, just staying the whole team alive. I thought that was about to be a full wipe. Speedery, you can tell he's playing angry. He's definitely channeling his cosplay of Logan, who plays with full rage. Now as Vest trying to get that poke damage, create that space. And right now, there is no space to be given as Envy is feeling, again, just absolute mad as they're pushing forward.
Guess that works hand in hand with Shooter's positioning here, though. Gets the kid up onto Adios. Somebody helping me back so way. They have some ultimates.
Ultron!
That you were mentioning, Adios. Not only having that just as quickly navigating away, just helps the backline here too. But the Eternal Bomb is gonna build up that space to allow Envy to move all the way up. Yes, FlyQuest answered back with Cooper having the fate of both worlds.
Dude, I feel like if you're gonna run triple healer, you can't let the Punisher go through. Punisher and Magneto seem to be like the main destroyers of multiple Punishers. Oh, nice movement, Cal. Jeez, see that? That was some great movement. That was some deadlock movement.
For them to defeat Window and push forward here. Spark Chief has that clobbering time. They can set up. Vest also, didn't use that Meteor M on Final Judgment. They can use this aggressively if they choose to do that. And Speedery on the prowl. Look at this.
Dude, Window also looks so scary, just poking his head out like a horror movie here. But the
clobbering time.
Clawing right through them instead.
Spark actually survived. Kaluge missed the ultimate. Energy goes in. People are getting kind of low, actually. Thang folded up well. Ooh, that's a great combination. You see that? So Energy popped the ultimate, danced in the middle, and Psylocke comes out in the middle of the ultimate afterwards. So everyone on MB turned around to try and get ready to focus her, but then Thang came through and knocked them all up right when Energy came out of his ultimate. So 4 of them got knocked up, and then damage just flowed in. That was perfectly executed by Spark Chief and Energy. The timing was sublime. Cheap Dairy just fishing, bro.
Right through that one hallway here, but you can't ignore Speedery, who's also got that last stand, Eternal Bond. Now, going to be able to contest here, and Cal too with the
FlyQuest is actually about to get ran over.
Yes,
they got to back up. Any portalers?
Yeah, I mean, that was a massive.
Any portalers? No portaling. They're going to try and push through. To be fair, they are about to have Sue Storm and Luna Snow ult, which means they can push pretty reliably together.
It could be a tough thing to counter up here as we now have audio.
45 seconds.
Marcelos has that reaction here. Cooper will have the fate of both worlds to try to counter that.
Energy back there. Harassing again on the large flank.
Find some great shots. Speedery, he's going to be able to get reset, building into those.
Him and Captain America are trying to split the team. Envy realizes it, so they decide to push in. And Psylocke comes in from behind. With Punisher down, that's a free score. Perfectly executed. So they did a 4-2 push. But then the moment Envy popped their Punisher ult, FlyQuest pulled away and popped Luna Snow ult, and then Energy was able to come in and get a kill. Great flank.
That's what you're looking for. You only have 1 minute and 36 seconds. That's a significant time difference than what Envy had. But look, they didn't use much. They only had to use that dance, Vicky.
Minute and a half though in the last point.
Silent but deadly. The way that
4 ultimates though.
This right now, when you least expect
Sheep Dairy's the biggest threat. Needs to be contained. Window also has a massive ult. Spark Chief goes straight in for the Loki. Does he get it? Rune comes out. Window's getting low.
Not gonna find its mark once again here for Kaluge.
Spark Chief trying to force out those lanterns, does so successfully for a month, unable to take them out, but they got the key cooldown.
Loki is popping Cloak and Dagger. Nice snipe! Vest with the snipe. That was actually clutch. That might be actually what wins them the game if they get it here. Audios did fall, but it's only one healer. It's an Ultron. Window taking damage, but he's full health. He also has an ult reserved. Kaluge down. Window down. FlyQuest pushing. Energy going for the healers with the help of Captain America. Where's the payload at? It's gotta be close. It's so close right now. Needs to not die, but has to put pressure as well. Psylocke ult coming up. He goes for the back line. Waits for the Rune Awakening. There it is. If he shifts and Qs, he kills right here. Oh, he gets sniped by Window though. Window with a massive play. Energy could not ult. He held on too long. He should have queued immediately. After the Rune Awakening went away, he should have queued. Why'd he wait?
Kaluge is about to have that freedom charge himself. It's a great stall potential as the overtime is now taking away FlyQuest.
Why'd he wait? Energy's on the way back though. Cooper buying the time. Ultron clearing. Here's Energy. Finally heals. He gets 2, 3. Okay, it works out. I wonder if that was the call to wait because they had double healer ult, or if it was just like unlucky and it worked out. FlyQuest goes up 2-0 over Envy.
that this is best of 5. FlyQuest right now with the immediate turnaround after their lackluster day 1 performance are now here 1 game away from putting themselves in the grand finals.
I cannot believe this run that they're on right now. Again, we saw it in the MRI, same thing. But this is even more impressive to go down to such a shock.
The glass is starting to crack. Windows aren't so clicky swing.
And people were just clamoring, how could you put them so high? Well, this is why, guys, right here, right now. Hey, can we just point out...
Jesus Christ, Energy.
28 final hits from Energy.
28 final hits, 44 takedowns.
The energy was there.
That's nutty.
Such good times,
that kid must be cracked.
Was able to keep splitting up the attention from that back line. And even with that, I have to give props to Nero, who still put down 63,000 healing. It's difficult when you have to worry about energy on the other side.
Just absolute
Best top damage on Mag. Yeah, Mag is very good at poke.
It seemed like Envy did not have it together on defense there. The ults were not lining up at all. You know, Speedery, you know, getting a couple big picks here and there, but I just did not, you know, we definitely expect better Vanguard play from Window and Kaluge, great players, but it just was not lined up there, especially on defense, and it was hard to deal with audio.
What are you talking about? Window and Kaluge had insane moments.
The 3 strategists comp, you have so much to deal with at once, and they were unable to.
Did he just say we expect good play at a Window and Kaluge and just wasn't there today? They barely lost. What are you talking about? Window almost had the game-saving kill on Energy.
Was getting focused a lot, and even with Envy having Cow on that Punisher, still had Adios being a problem. Combine that together with Energy.
Unfortunately, right now, Envy's looking more like empty, and I've got to now put Energy at this point into the conversation of one of the elite duelists in America. We've talked about him a lot, but the respect is being earned right now. It's not given, as we have seen, as we see the 5 feed unfold in front of us here. And I'm going to be the color of my jacket by the end of this thing, because it's just pure chaos and maximum hype here. Adios, though, is the highlight that we've got for you right now. 29,000 damage on Ultron. This is truly the age of him as we look at these stats.
It's great to see how Ultron is also just developed as a character since Ultron's release. I feel like
he pokey god.
Cannot ignore how good Ultron is. Of course, having that perfect back strategist to help you out is
Ultron MVP. You never see that, do you?
Damage on top of the assist that you can build up, it helps you a lot, especially when you have these flanking backlines moving forward, like when you have a Psylocke here on your team.
Yeah, without question. And again, if you guys are just now coming here, the reason this reaction you're getting from us is most people, I would say a large percentage, had Envy as the very best team. It went down a little bit after 100 Thieves clinching, but still, they've just been on a rampage for the last couple of months since the MRI and the MRC. And that's where this shock value is coming from. FlyQuest, though, it kind of feels like there's Sentinels in the way of they get wins, they've done great things, but they're not always getting their flowers. They're definitely going to get them if they can finish the job here. And it could come down to right here, right now. Nobody had 3-0 FlyQuest in this best of 5. But if there's a team that can come back easily, it is going to be Envy if they can lock it up.
I like the pink jacket. It's nice.
A lot of this, it's just ran through energy.
He must be burning up, or he has the AC just cooking right now.
For Envy, just generosity, I guess, right here. Looking at the way that Envy has been playing, and right now with FlyQuest just 1 more game away from sitting in the grand finals, it's right there. They can taste it, but will they do it?
Yeah, we're going to find out here in just a moment. You guys aren't going anywhere. Come on, it's match 3. We're going to go and jump in just a second.
I'll leave right now.
Take a quick break.
I'll go play chess. Watch me. You mean I'm not going anywhere? Play a bot. Let's play an easy bot, chat. Howdy, I'm Dave. Always nice to see a new face around the dojo. Okay. Hi, Dave. Alright, I'm gonna go, Dave. What are you doing, Dave? Get bodied, Dave. Karate is all about focus, clear mind. What? What? Wait, did they just body me? He's a white belt. Oh my god. Did I fuck up? Now we can do Dave. See you ready to roundhouse kick my piece. Nice. What the hell, bro? I'm threatening your peace. Remember, this is all pretend. I've never threatened you in karate. What is happening, Dave?
Nowhere to hide. Woo! I never miss.
I fucking hate this game so much. He's gonna kill my horsey. And oh wait, I can save it. Now what, Dave? I'll be darned. Apologies for swearing. I sewed my pockets into my karate pants. Now I can keep my wallet on me at all times. Just yapping. Stop yapping, Dave. This is making it my strong suit, or maybe it is. I go back and forth. Shut up, Dave. Shut up. No talking, Dave. Stop it. That's the best move, I think. Was it, Dave? Check. To learn the right moves, you make all the wrong ones. That's what cross-stitch in my bathroom says. Phew, go out and check that time. I am here to protect the king. Yeah, Dave. You better. You better, Dave. Shit. Oh my god. Alright, I got the queen. Do you mind if I request you on LinkedIn? How do I tell him to shut up? Check. Now what, Dave? Fine. I don't care. Fuck. I do care. Maybe I should text my sensei. What? What? Check. Oh, nice block. Oh, that's the clever block, Dave. Dave. Dave.
Vicky, I'm looking at the stats, and the story tells it all. The damage is there for Envy. They have, in fact, some more than just.
Is that your bishop? Nice. What do you mean, nice?
In the way they use those, but also the eliminations. We had both duelists going down 12 times for Envy in comparison to 8 of Energy and the rest of the team at that. That's going to be the majority of the story there.
And that's with Speedery and Cal making a bunch of swaps to find certain counters at the very end, between different checkpoints too when they were withheld. I also really do feel like the back line of FlyQuest were enabled a lot more. Yes, Adios, the Ultron, he got MVP. We see this all the time, but I have to constantly highlight Cooper.
Why'd he do that?
The damage outputs there, the freeze plays.
Hell yeah, we win this one. That's okay. I'm having fun. That's all that matters. Shut up, Dave. Shut up.
Right side by side with
I hate you, Dave.
This has been a problem, and I would be surprised if we don't see maybe.
I hate you, Dave. So much.
A lot of these target bans in general that we've witnessed, Cozy.
It's like the NFL. Stats don't always matter. You can have a flashy team, but the end result is it. And Nero had 63,000 healing, right? Like, you would think that combined with Vanguard's going for 30k plus will get.
You just tried shot my rook in the smithereens. I sure did, Dave.
Different start, and obviously from Envy, because they're not liking what has been unfolding thus far.
Bam.
Locked in, Speedery. He wants to play the X-Men goddess over there, but on the other side, yeah, you can't ban Energy because they went with Wolverine. He played Psylocke, and then, you know, vice versa. They're going to do the same thing here. Let's see what they look to do.
Or be able to protect the Magneto too. Man, Vez also was just on fire for FlyQuest, whether it was on the Strange, the Magneto in this case here. Looking at what
I'd like to practice on punching dummies, but they're just too human looking for me.
FlyQuest, the Loki maybe following something similar here as the Loki's
Why is Dave like this?
Yeah, they're gonna get the ban on both.
Stop it, Dave.
They're gonna get rid of Magneto here.
Stop it.
Likely, right? Are they trying to bait them into that? Because Envy, they saved the Storm, not that early Vanguard that we've been seeing the story of. But the thing is, Envy can play a lot of Vanguards at a high level, as we've seen here. So they're gonna probably go with, you know, either Groot, Cap, or Strange anyway. But they have both those out, and, you know, getting rid of Magneto opens up a ton for other heroes.
It also enables the fate of both worlds, the eternal bond from the Cloak and Dagger. Not so scared here. You do have to worry about the Iron Man in case we do see that again.
Draw?
But we saw a lot of protection coming in from the side of FlyQuest.
Yeah,
Draws are my favorite because I see as everybody winning. Let's rematch so we can try again.
We've got the save though, so they
I hate Dave.
This is gonna be huge. They got rid of
I hate you,
Emma,
Dave.
right? They got rid of Magneto. Two of
I hate you.
I would say weaknesses, but energy doesn't seem to have much. But now you're
I just like Dave so much.
A Groot, Doctor Strange mix.
God.
Oh no. All right, let's see how that's going to play out. I mean,
All right, Emma Frost band, Torch band, Storm is actually protected. What map are we on? Ooh, we're on Symbiotic Surface. Storm is pretty good on this map.
They protect the Groot. Okay, yes, it's going to be the second time now in the entirety of Ignite that we've seen Groot protected.
That would have been insane if some reason FlyQuest just goes for the
Groot protected by Envy?
Yeah, definitely.
More window?
I would say once a lot of those ults back from Yggdrasil, his performance was great. Yeah, 36,000 damage, 11 final hits, but he's going to want to make sure he, you know, kind of irons in those ults, the group hugs, as I like to call them, here as we finish things off and we wrap things potentially up with this matchup. Punisher, though, banned for Cal.
Okay.
Sheep Dairy getting his Storm.
Side, no Cap there too, saving the Wolverine, the Magneto.
No Jeff? No Jeff the Shock?
But looking at Kaluj, we know the flexibility that Kaluj has, window being on that Groot here too. Considering the fact that we're also now moving on, seeing Speedery being on the
Are they gonna amplify Ultron?
A lot more of that flying action too.
With Mantis?
Because here on Clintar, you have a lot more of that verticality that you can work around.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw it yesterday. Cal was struggling. And it's
So many bands, a little hero pool? It was only 4 bands. And there was like 33 characters or something like that? Hang on, let me look up the number. How many characters in Marvel Rivals? 39.
Noel himself as we begin match 3, FlyQuest versus Envy.
Ooh, about to be 40 with Blade coming in.
There's a lot in store.
First time Storm is locked in. First times for a lot of things, it looks like, already within this first series that is the best of 5. Let's get this started. 1 game win away for FlyQuest to take it.
I love Storm on this map. There's so much verticality. Also very helpful for your teams. Also, the defenses line up people a lot for piercing damage, which obviously she benefits from heavily.
He's targeting window hard. You're going to see it a lot today as the high ground, as Obi-Wan once conquered, is going to be for FlyQuest now with energy kind of on the left side. They're going to go right up Main Street, Vicky.
Going to take their time here, looking over the right side. I like the FlyQuest positioning.
I am Groot.
The line of sight of Envy.
Groot.
To that right angle. Window, though, having to split that attention and seeing energy trying to get the kidnap. Nice little save here, but it's not going to be enough.
50% already. Nero got picked, but they're just trying to build up their ults right now.
Vez has been playing some of the greatest Magneto play in
I wish there was a indicator on the UI to tell me who Mantis is buffing. I feel like it's really important information. Because the 2 candidates that make sense, obviously, are either Storm or Ultron, but Ultron's probably the better one.
Just do what you do best, man. We need you to get out of this 2-0 hole that we're in.
And you can also just try to get the
okay, Emma Frost, and by Emma Frost I mean Storm, finds a pick, gets the team, just deleted. Audios deletes them. People are getting so good at killing Storm in her ult. This was a trend yesterday. It happened 3 or 4 times in a row.
Just absolute crazy. That ult just does it. It doesn't just clear space. It just creates the graveyard that we're used to seeing. It's crazy the amount of pressure right now. And Speedery, though, does get that pick on Audios. You have Nero now.
Yeah, I feel like if you want to play Storm or any flyer, you have to ban Punisher. Punisher has to be banned eventually at some point. There's no way Emma Frost is way more impactful than Punisher. I'm convinced this Emma Frost ban is not needed anymore, dude.
And with Month keeping everyone alive as well through the fate of both worlds, Speedery is the
Think she's killable on the ult? She is killable. She has 600 HP that is given to her in the form of a shield. But like, even in like solo rank queue, when I'm like, hey everyone, spread out and turn around and shoot the storm, we usually do it. It's not that hard. We see any Bucky? Not really. Bucky is pretty good at like convergence maps, where you have like a fight and then you need to kind of like reset the entire team. He's more of a backup DPS for a lot of people now.
Let's go. Gotta pocket them, gotta give them that boost that they need, and energy sending him out here like a Pokemon, trying to find the one target from the skies. But what do you think you can escape here? The Omega Hurricane.
There we go.
Window had found Vez too in the
It looks like they're buffing Storm when she goes to ult.
To then re-engage onto Envy.
That's exactly what you want if you're Envy right now. You didn't have to use that much. A little bit of a stagger that they're trying to get there on Bruce Banner. Energy
So many ults all over the place. Dab, are you a commentator? You sound like a commentator, bro. You know what you're talking about, bro?
Windows ult ready to rock and roll now too, as well as the Agamotto. They've got what they need here.
You should have applied.
It's a big stall though, at least from Energy, to just linger on that point to prevent any sort of progress from Envy. And now as they wrap around, FlyQuest will still have time themselves to try to contest here on the point. Dropping down from the high ground just temporarily before re-engaging up on top of that bridge. Sparkchief
nice. Dude, Sparkchief has been on point with his Hulk today. He's been so disruptive.
Is going to help them stay alive. The Mantis ultimate too with the Soul Resurgence just to then re-engage. Cal gets done just temporarily, but the Soul Resurgence ends right on time. Energy then finds that blow onto Cal here, and over to the other side, Sparkchief still always having that ultimate ready to go just to get that reset.
Wow. 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 Oh my god, they tried to ult Hulk. That's crazy. They tried to ult the Hulk and shut down the entire team and failed dramatically. That's wild.
Instead, works out for FlyQuest Sparkchief and a huge stagger with the rest of the team. Oh no, he's just the boy.
They're running him down to stagger him.
Back, but that's a big stagger away from Envy.
Yeah, that I am Groot was just one big help. Good God, in my life. But anyway, as we go and push forward here, love what the adjustments have been made here for FlyQuest. All of a sudden, that 5-minute clock is down to 1 minute and 56 seconds. We've got 20 though for Envy, and Energy though opening up with the Nero kidnap in the air. He's going crazy.
Dude, he is shooting out these birds from the sky right now with the way he's been trying to kidnap them out. Dios now going to be able to clear up some more space with that judgment.
Rip window. He's been shattered.
Just going to be able to buy even more time away from them, forcing them to go off to the right side.
Yeah, back-to-back rough eliminations there for Window. As that ult ready to go there, Speedery looking to open up with that Omega Hurricane. But they have both the Agilal Bond and, yeah, that dance floor.
Feel the wrath.
Rock and roll here. Omega coming out.
Cooper should hold this. There it is.
Nice little 2 ticks to really save that damage coming in. And my goodness.
Dude, people have gotten so good. Storm is actually so easy to kill. It's crazy. They should switch to Jeff the Shark right now. Because how Envy is handling their engage, they're going straight for Luna Snow. They're popping their ultimate, right? And then what happens is all on FlyQuest group up. And Jeff the Shark team up with Storm literally stops that. And sometimes if you change a play just by a heartbeat, you can completely throw off your opposing team. I would switch off this Mantis right now and try to get out of Jeff the Shark and do that. Storm feels like a wasted ban now. Teams are getting better at it for sure. It just kind of goes to show that, like, if you get time to cook and you practice enough, you can find the weaknesses of all comps. Remember week 1 when everyone was like Jeff Nato's OP? And now they're not even like looking at it as a ban anymore. Nope. Nope. I don't know why Envy keeps doing the same thing over and over. FlyQuest has shown what they're trying to stop, and they stopped it 3 out of 4 times. They have a 75% success rate.
hitting it off with the fate of both worlds keeps FlyQuest alive. Energy getting 2 here. Vez popping off. Hey, stop.
Is Envy just like not prepared for today?
This is,
or are they just like not thinking?
This is a good day for FlyQuest to play their absolute best, and a bad day for Envy, unfortunately, to be playing some of their worst. It's just tough for this team that I know
It's so weird that the commentators keep saying that FlyQuest is playing out of their mind and that Envy is not having a good day. What are you talking about?
I just feel like the way that
FlyQuest has consistently showcased that they have a strategy against what Envy is doing. And Envy is not adapting. This isn't poor play or a bad day. This is just not respecting your opponent and adjusting your gameplay based on it. Envy literally keeps running it down over and over and over again, and they keep saying, this might work. This might work. Oh, it's not working. Weird. What should we do? We'll do it again.
They proceeded to hold, and they just could not finish up.
It's like slamming your head into a wall over and over and then blaming the wall for existing, you know?
Everything's going towards him at the moment. Cal now over to Wolverine.
Gosh darn it. Whatever religious figure I follow, I can't believe you made a wall, you know?
The 80s Bears defense here for Envy.
This is going to be really hard. Can you also imagine just being the mental window who got staggered like, what, twice, 3 times or so, just trying to get back to the rest of the team?
Yeah, just absolute rough. Again, just now back-to-back days, unfortunately, here for Envy. But hey, again, they can get the job done. They can turn it off. But will that?
Are they going to go for a portal? Oh my god, they're going to go for a portal cheese.
And the pressure right away. He's thinking, do I want to go out to Cal? He's like, nah, he's had enough right now.
We're going back to Season 0, ladies and gentlemen.
Competitive ladder spot for a lot of teams as they're just taking this.
Oh, nice. They're splitting 4-2. They're going to buy time, and Wolverine's going to come in from behind. They see it. The pinch comes in. Poor Hulk just got obliterated. Nice heals. Spark Chief goes down to Bruce Banner. Okay. Didn't work. What? They might kill a tank. Nah, healers are too good. This is a 5v6. Cal still has his trait. They're just buying time right now. Okay, Hulk is on the way back. They can try again.
Kind of swapping spawns at this point, as now Energy's looking for his hunt. It's going to be a Wolverine on Wolverine action as the Logan square up.
Gotta bring out the final adamantium here to this fight. Cal, though, eliminates
Everybody else gets picked.
isolates him rather. Kaluj deals the finishing blow.
But
inside Nero's having the counter, clapping the life away.
Everyone else dies too. Okay. Well, that was a interesting experiment. Ooh, nice.
This first point is pretty tough to take. Look at the stagger too.
Nice. Wait for the stagger too. Nice. All right, 2.5 minutes.
On the last match, right? I would say this is
FlyQuest switched over into their own storm.
And they only have 2 minutes and 20 seconds to take what was a legendary defensive effort from FlyQuest. We just might see it. We might see it here as 2 minutes are on the clock. Energy swapping over to match now. Speedery.
Hey, I have that skin.
Look at the ultimate economies, though. Currently got 5 available for Envy, about to be 6 from Cal. So approaching that, well, FlyQuest do have those strategist ultimates just to keep everyone alive. It's going to be big to see how Vez approaches this Eye of Agamotto.
Yeah, they've got everything under their disposal. Luckily, though, FlyQuest has the defensive measures they need, and they've got the final judgment that they want here for Adios. Here comes the Internal Bond, open things up. We're getting Kaluj to open up.
Nice combo from Kaluj.
No final judgment here today, at least for this match now. Perfect placement of ultimates if you're Team Envy. And we're going up and down.
Thing went for an ultimate. But I don't think he really got anything off of it. The Cooper ults. Okay, so here comes Energy afterwards. Oh, but Sheep Dare doing the same. Iframe? No iframe from the Cloak and Dagger. Must have been off by half a second.
Yeah, and you get that early pick,
oh my god, this is insanely close. This is insanely close. Envy might actually hold here.
Now gets Spark Chief, and my goodness, 55 seconds with only a sliver.
But it was Kaluj who just stayed on that point, stayed alive for as long as possible for the rest of Envy to recontest. That was such a big swap into that invisible boundary. Now you have less than a minute on the clock.
One more push. That should be really aggressive here, because I think his portal's about to be up. Yeah, his portal is up. So they can do 2 pushes, technically.
It's going to be all eyes on Nero. Can he get that far enough in time? It's the closest strategist between all teams.
Thing running in. Going for combos. He's playing super aggro. He's probably going to try an ult and then portal in. Kaluge on the back right. Kaluge has an ult too. Wolverine in the back. Luna Snow ult from Nero. No support ult yet. Spark Chief lost his ability. Vest is still here. Vest didn't die. Did Envy purposely not attack Vest the entire time to ensure he couldn't come in here? Luna Snow has the ult. Punisher as well. He's just trying to mill anyone he can, but he dies. Kaluge does get picked. They're still on the point. Cooper doing everything he can here to keep Vest alive. Should probably be focusing on the thing. That way Vest can try and get in here with his portal. Sue Storm ult from Month. Who's ulting? Sheep there he is. That should be a cleanup, right? That should be it. Oh my god, somehow it's sustained. Oh my gosh, this overtime is so close. It's so close. Oh my god, it's so close. Sheep Dairy should be Audios, why aren't you hitting Sheep Dairy? Why are you hitting the thing? There's no chance you kill that. Oh my god. Oh my god, they did it. Oh my. Ults all over the place from both teams. I don't even know what happened, bro. That was crazy. I think Envy purposefully did not kill Vess so he wouldn't be able to portal in. And because they didn't do that, he was able to buy time like crazy. And Cooper just played out of his mind healing-wise. That was incredible. I think in theory that is the right play. Don't kill Strange until he's the last one.
Oh, it's just the most insane overtime takeover. That window drops in. Covering time instead, getting a little bit of revenge, a taste of your own medicine if you're FlyQuest.
Okay, FlyQuest gets wiped, but they're okay with that. They get to reset. They need one.
Yes, we got 95% there on Zelos. Cooper's getting close here. Spark Chief. Listen, we've got what he is getting close to for Monster Hulk. This is going to be a tough point to push this far. They had 4 minutes in V and couldn't get the job done. But let's see if FlyQuest can get it.
Struggled on getting that point in the first place, though. Kaluge has the
Cheap Dairy has ult. Energy went back over to Psylocke, by the way.
With the final judgment, maybe some help here from Zelos, but then they can just kite away from the invisible boundary as Energy gets into position here, just looking over to the side to boost up that.
So I wonder if the thought is that Stormage is good on their first point, but not so much in the other ones. Okay. Oh, that was clever. So Hulk goes in and ease the Wolverine. That way, none of Psylocke's Q's hits, but he also isolates somebody.
That invisible boundary was huge, and you know that Cal clenched up just a little bit after they cleaned up the rest of FlyQuest because he was a pixel away from that invisible boundary, had gotten stunned earlier too from Spark, but was able to get saved and then do enough damage to send FlyQuest back.
20 seconds.
Yeah, right now, not just a snowball, but a full avalanche that we're seeing from Envy. They're holding on to the ults. Both teams have everything locked and loaded. This is going to be like
here we go. Can they clutch it?
In these matches, these teams, they want it all.
I think what's going to be huge here is actually the Hulk ult. Vest gets comboed into a corner. Kaluge gets picked off. Okay, Audio's trying to clear the front line. Lunastone's got the healing. Trying to go for Sheep Dairy. The ult's too much. Kaluge able to stun. Spark Chief is going to be massive here. The health bar is going to be really needed. Okay. Zealous ult just went away, so no healing ults for both teams. So now it just comes out of damage race. Vest gets it. He still has his ultimate too. He's going to portal up and try to lock them out.
We've seen this a lot. Try to slow things down. They're going to get a little bit of peeking here. What are they going to do? And
he's scouting. He's going to try and stop the Strange if he goes for a portal. Doesn't need to, though.
Just waiting out that one last straggler, trying to isolate at least 2 men right there at the very same time. Good timing on the portal to look behind them here just to make sure. You can really see Alios looking beyond. The rest of Envy, though, have cycled around through that tunnel.
Once you activate the portal, you have to use it. That's why he didn't do anything with it there.
They haven't been able to yet.
Salak ulting. Sue Storm ult. This should be a move for Vest. He goes in. He hits it, but doesn't stun anybody. I think it was shielded. Audios is an ult soon. Healers are working overtime at the moment. Dr. Strange goes in. It gets shielded, but it doesn't matter. 2 are already dead. Vest and Spark Chief have to work out of their mind. Sue Storm ult goes up just in time. Zealous might be able to save this. Cooper has an ultimate. Goes for it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, ult's gonna go away now. Energy's trying to come in with Spider-Man. They're trying to do anything. They're trying to stay relevant. Silent cleans it up, and Envy is able to get a win. Whew. That was nutty.
They said, are you not entertained? We got a show on our hands. We ain't going down without a fight. Puts a stop to what FlyQuest was trying to attempt.
Yeah, again, if one team can get it done, it's Envy. We've seen this before. Both these teams have been here, but my goodness, this is Marvel Rivals at its freaking peak, folks, and I just can't get enough of it. Great job, both teams. Look at these stats. They look ridiculous. Looks like my career stats on the characters. Insane job.
Looking on the other side here too, Speedery once again 15 final hits, alongside that with Cal with 14 final hits. But the
Wowzer
of desperation that we saw from FlyQuest there, whether it be the Spider-Man, the Venom at some points there too, but losing those 2 crucial fights that they got pushed to their spawn after they got the payload moving, finally was very detrimental, honestly, with the way that they just ran out of their time bank before that second checkpoint.
I love how Envy relied just on the Speedery show there for a majority of it, and it showed. We saw into the stats and the clutchness, though, but every single role stepped it up. It was a bit rough there on the offensive push, but the Vanguards came back fully. I love both these teams. Love these players. Been watching all of them for as long as they've been in Rivals Esports. Again, new scene, but now we're going on, getting closer to a year as we're getting around where beta was live here. But from start to finish, also, I thought Cal on defense played a lot better. That's what you're looking for from that professional player. The ultimates were just a hair away from both teams at one moment. But Envy, again, get the job done. And now at this point, it's going to be FlyQuest to pick the map and make things even more interesting.
I was about to say now that, you know, FlyQuest being on the losing side of this interaction here, the team who does lose that map gets to pick what side they want to start on, as well as the ban side. And that could work into their favor, looking at how both these teams
I really feel like they need an analyst on their casting teams.
Yeah, honestly, I just said it, but I gotta just say, hats off, Cal. Way to just really step it up here on that last play. And again, yeah, you make a
They never, like,
I think we could see
talk about what anyone's doing as, like, a team or individually in terms of using their heroes to shut down certain things or, like, chokes. It's just, like, a lot of generic, like, yeah, they did great. Oh, my gosh, they popped off. Look at the stats.
With that Agamotto from Kalush, 42,000 healing to get the job done.
I feel like this is such a good opportunity to teach the player base how to play the game.
That's together with Month, who had so many clutch invisible
and there's none of that happening.
And staying alive just to get it when you're so close.
At all.
Up their ultimates, you want to try to get desperately there. Month had gotten there, but man, we got a game on our hands here. Envy just now looking to crawl back after the lead that FlyQuest had already built up within the first 2 games.
Just as a fan of this game, honestly, like, I just love watching this. I never mind being a caster, just like playing day in, day out, thousands of hours. I mean, I love what we're watching out here at the top level. It's where this really shines in esports, again, being born right before our eyes. One team is going to escape with a legacy, better spot, seeding for the playoffs, and more money. And the other team is going to be sent packing. Guys, don't go anywhere. We've got another match 4 coming up. We're going to take a quick break.
I wonder if I should, like, start, like, building some YouTube content with analyst information and whatnot. If I can get my hands on the replays, I can do it, but I just don't know if I can get my hands on the replays. Because there's so many important moments that we're just kind of glossing over. Like, the thing about pro players, they don't just stumble into wins, you know? There's a lot of thought and ideas an execution that's going on. Look at that Ultron sniping all 3 healers. What a god. Ultron. I'm really curious what Blade's gonna do. Cause like Blade, his whole thing is that like he's a vampire so he can fight vampires, you know? Like how do you make that cool in a game? Other than that, he's kind of like a budget Punisher or like a Deadpool even, where like he just has swords and guns. You know? I'm really curious what they're gonna do with him to make him interesting. I do want like a Yamato character in this game, like in Deadlock. Someone that can tether and chase people down. I think Yamato is so cool in Deadlock. Are we dino dancing? Do we think NSYNC will ever do a collab with Luna Snow? I think it'd be great. Smile. Smile. What is Team's Nemesis logo? I think it's an N with eyeballs, right? What's up, Devil Spawn? How are ya? NV Nemesis. It's Nemesis. Yeah, I know it's Nemesis, but like, someone asked what it was. I think these are eyebrows. Can I see a higher resolution of it? Let me see. Nemesis logo. Yeah, that's the high resolution of it. I think it's just an N with like a hat or eyebrow. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Rivals till the end. It makes sense to you? Does it?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Envy versus FlyQuest. You've got the underdogs that could win. People are cheering, but now it could be the comeback. And I've got to highlight everything before we head into our next match. Now, loser picks the map, Vicky, and if I'm FlyQuest, I think I'm going back to Domination. After what I did on map 1, I would pick Domination personally, as the modes are going to reset too. A couple things I wanted to highlight though. Cal switching to Wolverine was huge. We saw the ban from Envy to FlyQuest for Wolverine, but we did not see in reverse. We probably get that this time. Also want to highlight that portal at the end from Vest. Love it. I know what he was trying to do, but you could have used that a ton to go back into the point.
Yeah, I thought he was trying to block them out or try to get a kidnap at some point. They're just waiting out. You see the last members of Envy moving outside.
Oh my god, I got loot.
You just gave up so much space because you didn't block out that one.
Wow.
To let everybody through. Like maybe a little too late here. You let everyone in already at that point. Everyone's starting
Claim
to
now.
Up your back line to look behind you. Dios was looking behind as well as one other support player. I believe it was Cooper. And at the very end, that takeover just had them.
Wow.
Longer and longer.
If I stream for 30 more minutes, chat, I get to have a free magic costume. Let's go, bro.
I thought they were gonna do, guys. Imagine the comeback. Imagine the upset. either one can happen right here, right now, as Emma's the first ban, and guess what? Speedery is going to get his Human Torch.
Big day, big day.
Okay, immediately puts the protect on that, making sure that they have the opportunity here. Then that's coming off of the fact that FlyQuest had gotten that banned first. So now they want to be able to prioritize.
Do we know the Blade Kit yet? Not yet.
Then the Magneto next. They're doing something very
Is it Nowhere hat? Ah, that's where it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
The hat.
The next bit of it now. We're gonna
I get it. I get it now. Good call.
We know he is that master of magnetism. No track from him. And for the first band to fire away here, this is where it's like, do we see Luna get banned here? Do we see them go after energy yet again with the Psylocke Wolf in the later half of these triple bans? We're about to find out.
You already have the best magic skin? True. I do.
Yeah, I was gonna say either prevent another torch or a Punisher in this case.
That skin is sick. Dark Child!
Yeah, absolutely here. Torch getting out of the picture here, and Ultron would be a big ban here to get rid of Nero. Nero and Speedery both play Ultron to a very high level, so I like this ban a lot. We've been having this Captain America ban, which, again, I think some people might be shocked at, but at the end of the day, you know, at this level of play, he can do so much, especially on domination.
Why would we be shocked at a Captain America ban?
In that ladder. Now that save is happening. Is it Wolverine? Do they protect what they want here from
He's been strong since 2.0, my dude.
Oh, it is. Okay, I thought they could go with Wolf here, Vic, or Strategist.
I mean, they would have no issue trying to knock down that torch from the sky. We've seen it already used up before.
A shocking ban would be like...
See a Hulk ban because Sparteam has just been the problem here.
Black Widow.
Re-engaging a lot from
or Spider-Man.
Even trying to utilize that domination duo that we saw before between Spark and then the Namor that we also had from Adios.
Yeah, Spark Chief has just been popping off as the Gamma God himself.
Wow, they banned Captain America and Hulk. They think that they are being so disruptive on the back line, and that's what's causing them issues. So they're going to try and nullify it this match. They're trying to force FlyQuest to play in a front-to-back composition. Yeah, a Thor ban would be weird right now, for sure. Yeah. Thor ban, a Penny ban. Also, by the way, I looked it up. Apparently, they're not on the modern patch right now. Like, the new Thing change is not available. They're going to be playing that on the patch that doesn't have the Thor change until after next week, I think.
Yeah, and honestly, if you can get... If FlyQuest can get control of the flying and they can get that top space like we saw in Yggdrasil, as you guys see, first two going to FlyQuest, the comeback could happen, the upset could happen, either or. We saw Adios just on Ultron, and the man delivered both damage and healing, did a great job. So if they're able to get that... Jeff ban actually kind of makes sense, although I prefer Storm.
But a lot of teams do not like Sharknado right now.
Incredible games.
Jeff actually has the most team-ups in the game at the moment. He has 3 team-ups.
Characters, of course, but not only is the map aesthetically pleasing, I really like the portal play opportunities of closing in the gap to then do like a really intense re-engage. And we may be seeing that this time around as we get set up here. Envy put themselves on the board, but one more game win away from FlyQuest to be sitting in the grand finals.
That bubble going to Captain America makes him fly. He's already fast enough. My goodness. Here goes Cal back on Wolverine. We thought maybe we would see the band and respect it, but Energy, we've seen him on Logan and what he can do, and it is absolutely terrifying as we got the fastball special. Spark Chief doesn't need the Hulk this time around.
Oh my God.
To Cal. We're going to get Wolverine on Wolverine. Open things up.
It was like a jump scare, just immediately yeets it in this direction, point blank at the same time here too. A lot of poking and prodding from both angles, just trying to find that opening pick. Energy though gets
great pick.
This is gonna be it onto Kalush. Very big first pick.
Oh, firework time, chat. If you hear fireworks, I'm okay.
To prevent this FlyQuest from having that lead.
Energy is what single-handedly carried the first domination round, and will he do it again? We're about to find out. It was the Energy, it was the best show, and the whole team collaborating together here as Energy gets yet another pick, and Vest follows up here. Now we got the Supernova slowly getting charged up for Envy, but on the inverse side, we got Invisible Boundary and Extermination about to be unlocked.
And it's only so many bans you could have, and if you try to target that Energy again out here too, like the 17 final hits that Energy had the last time they played on Domination just 2 games ago, Spark now is going to be able to get Speedery, huge first pick, because that was going to build into the Supernova for the second game.
That was close for the thing.
Big domination because they felt confident. We're seeing it right here. Yeah, Speedery unable to charge up that ultimate that he was so close to. Is a big stagger and finish there as Windows.
The problem with watching this tournament, chat, is that I really, really, really want to play more Marvel Rivals when I watch it. Esports is just like such a motivator. Dude, Captain America just straight up running down Ultron. Did you see that?
By the fate of both worlds now, displayed from both sides, even from Cooper here, just allowing them to keep up this pressure. Zelos then has the next Eternal Bond, but Envy are playing this a lot more slowly.
Can we turn the stream up? You can watch it at twitch.tv/Marvel Rivals.
They do have everything on lockdown, but FlyQuest is ready to respond with it. Kaluj now with the perfect raise up and down in the Agamotto, but oh, the Eternal Bond.
If you want to watch it for the commentary.
Does get that hit on Cooper to remove not only Cooper, but a ton of healing from this team fight.
Supernova!
Surviving was insane right there. Going back to the safety, the safe big arms of the Eternal Bond. Magneto ult from Bez. Is it going to be able to find his spark? But there was that
oh my god.
earlier on, just
300 damage per second in that room. Like, the moment the torch drops the tornadoes in that corner, you need to get out of the room. It's too much damage.
Because FlyQuest already at nearing 95+%.
Yeah, it's gonna be 99% cap, which is
I'm kind of screwed, unfortunately, in Blue Game. So it's either I have listened to this stream with minimal commentary, and I need the minimal audio so I can hear the game audio, so I can analyze things, or they give me a stream that has no audio, and it's like, what am I doing? You know? I wish I had a stream that was only game audio, because then I would cast it fully the entire time. But I do feel like if I cast over this, like, it's just a bunch of talking and jumbling, so I just only talk when it's important. Sadly, they don't have a stream that is just game audio. When they said we could co-stream, I kind of thought they would have that, but they didn't. Oh my god. I wish I had that stream.
I believe that was mid-ult too. He stopped the Eye of
FlyQuest cooking.
Because it was all gas, it was all FlyQuest, and it is now Envy with one map left, and their hopes of advancing to the grand finals for seeding for Legacy on the line.
The best lower bracket run we have ever seen thus far. Let us not forget FlyQuest lost to Eagle Death 2.
Seeding for Legacy, bro. It's just a qualifier.
Now one more game round win.
They'll be etched into the history of Marvel Rivals as the number 7 seed in the playoffs that will start next week. It is a hype moment for sure, but
he was a lot of hella for a while, and now that they've kind of let him
not that hype.
To Wolverine's point, the leash unleashed as we go into what could be our final map between these two teams.
Can't be tamed. Cannot be tamed.
Life-changing moment for sure.
It's fitting, especially
I am surprised at like how little money they win.
It's gonna set things
I mean, it's not little, but like it's $70,000 for first place. The $3 million tournament is over 3 months or 3 different play sessions, I think. So first place gets 70,000, but then you have to split that with 6 people, so it's like 10,000 apiece. Probably a coach as well, right? Which is still good money, just kind of surprising for 2-3 months of work. I def Danny. Yeah. Those are so common. I have so many DMs that say that shit, bro. They either say that or they say, "Man, your avatar's so cute. Where'd you get it?" They have like 2 intros. Awesome Mo! Wow, Sheep Dairy actually got a good ult off. Both supports were killed on that. So Envy easily gets us now. They do have the Jeff the Shark combo, by the way. They are committing fully to it. They didn't use it there. Window is actually on Jeff the Shark of all people, which is so fascinating. They're actually running solo tank, which I think is the right way to play it. If you run into triple healer compositions, like just run 2 healer and run an extra DPS.
Just a highlight, not playing on the current build right now. A lot of practicing currently with the way that Envy has been able
Jess animations are so smooth, man. I saw him says he loved that little guy so much and hate him so much. Oh my god, he got the storm. Immediate heals coming out. Lightning bolts. Big Psylocke. Luna Snow, they push forward. Huge. Time to put on a show. Dancing, yes, queen. Alright, is this it? Are they gonna pop it? They're popping it. Joffnado, here we go. Oh, they're eating everybody up. Num 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 num.
Oh baby, it's a triple, it's a quad, it's a wipe, it looks like.
There it is.
And they've been the victims of the Sharknado.
It's a cat 5, an absolute cat 5 there from Speedery, and that's what they were looking to do. Again, when times are tough.
It happened. That's right.
And we see that right here, right now, as we've got now 76%. Again, this is for advancement. Envy's got to win here, or it's the end.
We've seen this before from
Envy in full control at the moment.
In a very close series themselves here. They had the Luna band. They came out with a Sharknado comp here too. And now it's working
Faster,
out
my friends.
Lightning.
Lightning. God, Storm is so cool. Look at her. Look at her just flying.
Just to keep things going here with 99%, they got a touch. They're touching now. We got Final Judgment up for Frank Castle. That's their main focus. They've got to get this down here. He doesn't have any stretches to keep him alive too, but he is going to dance in the which might as well be to keep him up and
that ult did nothing. FlyQuest got destroyed this round. Oh my god.
The round here for Envy. This
wow.
is big. Not only being able to hide out of the line of sight of
wow.
Finisher ult, but good timing on making sure you could isolate the backline. We are truly going the distance.
Listen, Envy reminds me of a sports team. I don't know if you guys can relate what teams you guys follow, but it's like your team can never just win. They've got to win in the most narrow margin of victory.
He's talking about the Chiefs, by the way, just so you guys know. The Kansas City Chiefs.
We're seeing that from Envy.
They just always win by the most narrow, weird thing in the fourth quarter because they're that good.
Like the never, I always say, especially when you gotta change things up, you have to take out the Sharknado composition. And even when you come out with the Sharknado and it works in those two different interactions, even if you don't want to utilize the Jeff ult for that first engagement, it was all about timing there to just make sure that they stay on that point. And
I am surprised we're not having an adjustment on a FlyQuest. They're still running the triple healer composition, despite Envy changing.
A great job from these strategists front, all three of them with good healing up there for FlyQuest. Both teams, they want it so bad. We saw the raw emotion from Spark Chief and the team on Twitter, and now it's Envy.
You know what's so funny? Zexus was like, I hope we don't have a lot of triple healer compositions, and now we have 2 triple healer comps. Zexus cursed us into triples. You think they actually don't care about choices? I think they're probably thinking of like, how do we want to handle this? Part of it is their harassment style that they were trying to run. It was banned out this round. But I am surprised we haven't had an adjustment. We'll see how it goes through halfway through the match here. They may be thinking, okay, this comp can work, but we need to play it differently. It might be adjusting. The main thing that you need to do in order to break this down is to put pressure on Jeff, but also have a good spread out and deal with the Jeff tornado. Luna Snow does come out. So Luna Snow is actually invincible during that, but everyone else backed up. So they used Luna Snow ult to handle the Jeff Nado, a 1-for-2 trade in ultimates. Spark got picked up, but that's okay. He's playing Venom. He's actually kind of running it down right now because he's Venom. He has a fast reinforcement time, so he doesn't really care that much. But as long as they have the objective control, they're fine. And they get it. Okay, so they made adjustments there. They forced the Sharknado out, and then they put both Spark Chief and Luna Snow in front. Luna Snow is invincible during her ult. She can't be CC'd, so she can get picked up by it. And then Venom died. But then they were able to take the spot afterwards and trade a 1-for-2 ult. So it looks like that's going to be their answer. The only issue is that Storm can farm her ult a little bit faster than Luna Snow, so they can't do that every time. Yeah, you see. Oh wait, but if Storm gets killed, it doesn't matter. Yeah, Spark Chief's job, he's died 3 times. His job is just to be super aggro. They're literally just ending on cooldown with him. And then keeping Dr. Strange alive on the point.
And they're slowly just trying to retake this with energy, lurking around, looking to use a dance of butterflies now, this time on the backline, and Ferdy finds window.
An absolute ninja demon, as we've just seen time after time with the slash and the accuracy and the precision from energy, and all this fight, as long as it's lasting, it's just ticking up the clock for
Yeah, so Jeff Nato beats Luna ult if you try to heal through it, because everyone gets sucked into Jeff, except for Luna Snow. So that's why Sharknado is considered strong against Luna Snow, because you nullify the healing elements of it. But if you just use the CCable, unCCable portion of it, you can still punish, which is what FlyQuest did there. Okay, here's Sharknado. Look at Cooper. Let's see if they do it again. Do they just run Cooper in or no? They didn't get anybody. They missed with the Sharknado. They literally whiffed. That's crazy. And Sheep Dairy said F it and moved a Human Torch. And now Window is stuck on Jeff with no team up. They're blocking it with the little cell. That's hilarious. Blue gets a big ult off, but there's no damage here to follow it up.
They have Zelos with the Eternal Bond, Vez's Horse with the Eye of Agamotto in a flashy way. FlyQuest are leading their way to the grand finals.
There it is.
Hands of the strategist, the quest continues, and the wings are not clipping any time.
Hell yeah.
As FlyQuest seems to do the impossible and takes out Envy to advance
Wow.
to the grand finals.
So FlyQuest in the grand finals. Oh my god.
This run that we have now witnessed from FlyQuest, they've taken down Envy. Before yesterday, Envy was on a winning streak. It was put up and
so FlyQuest goes up 4-1.
Now FlyQuest, they join the team, they move on up, and they are going to be facing up 100 Thieves in the grand finals.
Astonishing. Honestly astonishing here. I mean,
Four seeding. This bracket is so weird. Who made this bracket, bro? So 100 Thieves and FlyQuest fight in this bracket here. 4 scores, and then we seed into a different bracket, which will start being played next week in the playoffs. That's how that's working. It's on FlyQuest as they advance to fight 100 Thieves for the rematch of the Marvel Rivals Invitational. I really think they should have done a round robin. I feel like that would have been better. Especially with being best of threes.
Right now. Cooper doing such a good job. They negated the dance of the butterflies like twice back to back on that final round, keeping each other alive. By the way, that was in terms of position.
So next is Team Nemesis and Shroud X, right?
With Zelos, Aldios, of course, being on that Ultron helped out majorly here too, but the Wolverine energy was a problem. If it wasn't the Wolverine, it was a Psylocke, and then making the adjustments around the Sharknado after that was pulled out on them by Envy for round 2.
Did the commentators even realize what they were doing to beat the Sharknado?
Absolute best today. That's the best way I can say it. I mean,
did they notice it? Because it was pretty brilliant.
Again, too little, too late. Best of 5. FlyQuest got the best of every bit of it, as we saw map after map, and how hard that is to do after not only losing early, but just being counted out by many, and even themselves a little bit. From what
I love that they were like, Spark Chief, just run it down, dude. Just end on cooldown, and they picked Venom, who's one of the best enters in the game.
And that's through all the damage output that we noted from Speedery, by the way, like being on that torch earlier on and putting in a lot of that pressure here too, and then energy just following up.
Nice shot by energy.
Duel that we got to see. There was so much to break down from this fight, and then these elongated fights.
Then break it down for us. Do it, Vicky.
You have those first 3 initial fights because you could just.
I want you to break it down for the people. They need to know.
Then we saw them come out on top with the way that FlyQuest was navigating through those ultimates. Cooper, though, being that MVP here, putting down so much healing output, and it wasn't just this game, too. We highlighted in the first game of Domination alone, I think it was like, what, 53 or 63,000 healing?
Yeah, I mean, he has had an incredible performance, and we've talked about it with these teams at this level. You have to have a multi-level offense across the board. You can't be single.
All right, I'm going to incept my way in. This show needs an analysis section. There was so many big moments
some of the runs of the lower bracket, it's what's impressed me so far.
Exclamation mark.
They've been here. They've been in the spotlight.
They have better players.
Never had a journey or a quest quite like this. It was side quests. I mean, it was straight up people were side quests. No, they're the main quest, and they're in the main match of the grand finals.
After seeing them 2 days ago, Cozy, within our own cast, because we finally got to cast FlyQuest. That was another thing, right? Like, you know, we had Shib and we had Dogman covering them. Now being able to see what they performed 2 days ago, I was like, oh no, wait a minute.
Skill diff.
Significant changes from FlyQuest, and they have been able to apply.
What did Cooper do? Generally, I don't know about it.
So it's been nice to be able
For real, W. Cooper.
And it's one thing to have like moral.
Why are they talking about Cooper? What did Cooper do wrong? All the homies hate Cooper. I don't know of any of the drama in Marvel Rivals. Cooper was a support player. L. Cooper, GG Energy, and Adios. Is it just cool to hate on Cooper?
The coordinated play, but you know, Cal certainly stepped it up, and the Vanguard play was good too.
Why is the chat hating on Cooper?
It was destiny. It was destiny for FlyQuest.
It was little things, little nuances like ult economy, the way that they cycled through them. There was big
W zealous. Do people just yell L and W just based on the players they like? Is that all it is?
I'm wondering here, even with Window, right? We talked about Window a few times, getting called out, frozen.
Skibbity Cooper? They kill buttons good?
I just feel like FlyQuest, you put it perfectly.
I haven't watched an esports Twitch chat in forever. Is this what people just do now?
Luckily though, for Envy and Envy
they just
fans,
say things?
The group stage, you got your seeding. Now you look towards the playoffs, and that's where it's going to matter for that mid-season finals. But seeding matters, and obviously money matters in talks, and that's what we're going to get for FlyQuest.
LW take. It means lukewarm.
You know,
lukewarm take.
You have ups and downs, and when you have your
LW take.
It's quick to jump on. Right? It's quick to jump on the downfall of it. You see it.
Nice face expression, Cozy. I do think he does have an interesting resting face. He looks like he's in pain all the time. And I think it's his thinking face.
We're already up ahead 2-0 originally against Envy. It's best of 5. You have to clear out that one last map.
That's why you gotta smile all the time, bro.
And then you
just gotta smile. Get that fake smile going.
Well, guys, listen. We've got the one, the only, the Hulk, the Thing, Spark Chief here for the interview. And I gotta say, I love that we get to talk to you, Spark Chief. Hey, listen, bro, congratulations, big man. I've seen you on social media. I know what this means to you. Before I open up with a question, just how you feeling?
What is this angle?
I'm pretty happy.
Hey, I'm ready for my interview, bro.
That first time, I was like low-key staring in my room.
Chick, you're not smiling enough? I'm sorry.
And I was like just depressed as fuck.
Someone did say in one of my videos, they were like, the scowl says that you hate the commentators. That's not true at all. That's my resting scowl face.
I love the celebration. I mean, talk me through, how do you go through the upper bracket loss, then, you know, you're looking eyes forward and you get that win, that kind of revenge win on Ego Death, and then that wasn't your mini Super Bowl. You go for the main thing, take it down, who's the Titans of Envy. Like, how do you guys just reset
mini
like that,
Super Bowl? Bro, it was a qualifier match.
Well, I mean, like, to be honest, we were like, after we lost, we were like, wait, what if we just like...
Where do you go from the Super Bowl? The Olympics?
And then we went into the scrims. And we like decided like, all right, what direction do we want to go? Like really, like what are we actually gonna do with like this new 6? And then we kind of found like a way that we wanted to play with him. And now we're like just locked in and like fully ready to go. Like we just have everything we want to do and like written down. We know the swaps and everything. Like obviously in a match.
Damn,
like
Trick downplaying the competitors' achievements.
Like, that's like top 3 every time.
I'm just saying, you got levels as a commentator. You can't just go to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
We beat the nerds and stuff because
we're probably like in week 13 of an NFL football season.
Now we just get to like,
or it's like week 13, week 14 in terms of hype. You know what I'm saying? Like things are starting to come together. We're about to move into the playoffs, and then we have the big match.
We
can't be calling it the Super Bowl.
The craziest adjustments. We're looking at your player stats too. Just one of them out here, and just the way that you were able to work together with the rest of your team was impressive. This is honestly my favorite series to watch. I need to ask you, how do those comms sound like in moments like this, where that third map, it was one game away from sitting in the grand finals. Now you have to go again for map number 4.
These aren't even qualifiers, right? These are qualifiers. It's weird though. It's qualifiers for a playoff into a match. So they're having the grand finals of a bracket for their qualifiers.
Like I was like, oh shit, what do I do?
It's a weird system.
You know, like I was nervous, right? But like we just don't.
It's like a major pop off like chat does for streamers.
You know?
Let me know when chat's gonna pop off for me. I can't wait.
Or lose.
And that's hard to do when it's the bend not break mentality.
What if they're Cowboy fans? That's true. If they are Cowboy fans, this is the Super Bowl. You know, Thursday night game.
Sometimes it gets even more anxiety built up, right? Do you feel like you've already proved the doubters wrong and the people wrong, or do you know who you were all along and you got to get the job done and get that trophy?
I mean, behind the scenes, like between pros and stuff, like there's always gonna be like, it doesn't matter how many times you win, you're still like ass, right? But like at the end of the day,
yeah,
if you just keep winning, who cares?
You
right?
tell them,
like,
FlyQuest. Fuck off, bro. People sit in their computer chairs yelling about how to play the game.
Or we're bad or anything, but I mean, we're just doing great, so I'm just enjoying.
We're just owning, bro. That's all we're doing out here.
We got your team trade. We got your team trade. We're gonna get you PR trade more. But no, I love the honesty and just how you are. But I gotta say, man, hey, this is your revenge game too, kind of, right? You had the ego, you know, death revenge game. This is your Marvel Rival Invitational revenge game, right? I mean, this is the team that you nearly beat there.
I've been there.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
you beat them real good.
I know we beat them in the invitational.
Been there.
Time, but like they
words are hard, to be honest.
And we couldn't beat them ever, and then we beat them. So, I mean, we're just happy with stoked, right? Like I said, like we're just really.
The trick is you don't point it out. Like, you don't. You just say it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Job's not finished, man. Job is not finished. And I'm for one.
I think one time I was commentating, and you know the phrase that like if it isn't broken, you don't have to fix it. I think it was like,
I can see it hurt, especially with the high
if it ain't broke, don't fix it or something like that. It said it like backwards.
What do you want to say to the viewers watching?
Don't fix it unless you want to break it, I think is what I said. I was like, what?
We're gonna do some wacky stuff for sure. Like I assure you, we're gonna do some wacky stuff. Like you know us, you know? We're gonna whip out some stuff that no one's seen before, probably.
Maybe sort of.
Maybe we win, maybe we don't. We're gonna lock in and try our hardest, and if we win, we'll just enjoy it, and so will the viewers. So make sure.
That's funny.
I love that, Spark. I love
what a commitment to their craft.
I love your energy.
We might do something weird, but we might not.
I can't wait to watch you guys
be ready.
Tomorrow. I mean, best of luck to you guys, and congratulations again for knocking out Envy.
Thank you. It means a lot. Yeah.
Go celebrate with the team, man.
Should I make this my new camera angle, chat? Just bring it down here.
Just great performance, and we appreciate you. As we
can look up right at my nose. I got a hairy nose too.
I love the rawness. I love for these guys, and with birth of esports, truly like. A lot of the times these guys have ever been put even on camera, and I like that. Like I like seeing the team fresh out of the win, Vicky. So much, you know, I'm very happy for FlyQuest.
Me too. I also really like how they either give us Vest or Spark now, right? So we got the Vanguard lineup just showing up for our interviews with the energy that we needed to see. It's gonna be a lot. Honestly,
if we can't see your nasal cavity, are we even camming right?
Right. Thieves. They now know that they've taken out Envy. They've made the adjustments they had to do. That was so difficult. He even said it. Like it gets chaotic. There's a lot of counter picking mid game in situations like that. Not only that, old tracking too on top of it all, map dependent. Now you have to bring that to the grand finals versus 100 Thieves, which is going to be a whole other demon.
Yeah, job's not finished. Job is not finished. You know, they got to where they're at. I know they're happy, but I know they'd be even more happy if they can get the win. And 100 Thieves, you know, sometimes I think they're probably pretty happy too today, I would say, not having to get that rematch versus Envy and get very talented roster over there, guys. And hats off to you, Envy, and your whole team there. But again, big clap for FlyQuest. If you guys thought that was crazy, though, by far the most crazy match that we've had yet here, or I guess thus far up to where we've gotten now, is Nemesis versus Shroud X in the chaos that reigned. We're going to cover that in just a moment. We're going to go to a quick break, and then we've got that epic matchup.
What does this mean, chat? I've been trying to collab with Grand Pooh Bear forever, and he wrote that he wanted to play a rematch. I was like, dude, how's your rematch skills? I want to get like good at it, but need some folks to play with. Is it time for us to finally collab? And he just likes to tweet. What does that mean? Are we gonna collab or not? I need to know. Everyone seems to like really like rematch. It seems like it's such a cool game to get into. The mechanics are so in-depth. It's the same as the email from interviewers. Don't call us, we'll call you. Bro, fuck, dude. I'm just stuck in my corner of the internet. Nobody wants to work with me. Feels bad. Pepe hands, bro. Just go back to Hans, I guess. Where I belong. I'm surprised they aren't teasing Blade information happening in these matches. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a perfect market to get people to come check out your esports stuff, and like it feeds into each other. Like, say, hey, right before the grand finals, we're gonna do a Blade trailer, you know, things like that, and do a live reveal. But there's been nothing. What's Blade? He's gonna be a DPS. He's the do you mean like what's Blade in general, or? Ba-da-ba-ba. Blade is a vampire hunter from Marvel. Do, 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 do. New character. Oh, you know how to do this? Yeah, Blade, they had movies. But Blade has actually been in the game for a while now. Let's see here. Yeah, here's a picture of him. So in Season 0, you helped Blade get away from Dracula, actually, and he's been napping in the game. And he no longer is napping anymore. He's fully gone. So the belief is that he's our next character coming out. But he's essentially, like, his claim to fame is that he's a vampire that is also human mixed, and he hunts down vampires in the Marvel universe. Wesley Snipes actually had a trilogy with him, which, funny enough, in the third movie, oh god, who's the guy that plays Deadpool, chat? I can see his face. What's his name? What's his name, chat? Marvel Van Helsing, exactly. Yeah, he's the Van Helsing of Marvel. They're actually coming out with a single-player game of him, which is me exciting. Ryan Reynolds, there you go. Ryan Reynolds was in the third movie. And it's funny because Wesley Snipes was throwing a fit in that third movie. There was a part, there's a scene where he is like laying down and he's supposed to open his eyes and wake up and look at somebody. But Wesley Snipes was mad at the director, so he just stayed there and he kept sleeping. So they had to CGI his eyeballs on. Wesley Snipes. CGI eyeballs. It's just like, it's such a child. Scene. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here's the picture of it. Like, he was throwing a hissy fit, so they CGI'd eyeballs onto his eyelids for the scene. Just crazy. Imagine being the flagship actor and like you're just throwing a hissy fit. So you're like, I'm not gonna open my eyes. Nope, not doing it. Good times. Good times, bro. I think here's an actual short of it.
In the movie Blade Trinity, the actor Wesley Snipes had problems with the director and the production team, even refusing to open his eyes for a movie scene. This forced the director to use CGI for this scene. Wesley didn't get me.
He didn't get a lot of work after that one. Ugh, too funny. Penny!
Well, what's going on, guys, and welcome back. We've got our next matchup, and Envy, they're gone now, and so is my voice tomorrow, as we just left what was an insane game, first game with FlyQuest and Envy. And now we somehow go into another game that could hold a candle, even more so to what we just saw with ShroudX versus Nemesis.
It's gonna be a lot, though. It's a lot to deal with.
I think we need more loser interviews. I want to see people salty after they lose.
Best of 5, but similarly,
what happened? Why'd you lose that? Our support's trash.
This is literally the run back opportunity out here with the series.
Yeah, guys, listen, the last time these two teams played, I don't think you guys understand. Nemesis, they knocked down ShroudX from that upper bracket. It was razor thin the entire time. The first point, Hell Heaven, it was all going for Nemesis. They played triple res. Things were looking good. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, ShroudX gets that first win and first dub. Then it goes back over to Nemesis, and the portal comes in. Clutch moments. ShroudX takes that Dom map. Nemesis takes Clintar, and finally, it came down to mere inches.
Healer refused to open their eyes.
ShroudX down into the lower bracket. This is going to be a great matchup.
If that's how close it was that time around in a best of 3, just imagine in a best of 5 situation where, you know, you look at Team Nemesis track record not looking so great on Hell's Heaven so far, losing both times that they've had to play on it, actually, the other time versus Sentinels yesterday. But Clintar, they've always have gone the distance in overtime. It's always like better late than never type of vibes for this team. It's always trying to make it entertaining, putting everyone on the edge of their seats, because when that overtime starts ticking away, for some reason, they always come through to clutch this win.
Yeah, absolutely. And listen, Sentinels, they gave everything to Nemesis, and they decided to debut their Rymazing on Black Panther on them, and that was a tough thing to handle there. So Nemesis going down 2-0 to them. So it's either going to be the revenge map of that, but now they're prepared, or ShroudX and Shroud, Team Shroud going versus Sentinels. This can be a good one that we've got coming our way. Again, I can't state enough that every single fight, every single map and match was just mere seconds away from going to either team. And we just casted that a couple days ago, Vicky. I'm expecting the same result.
And we're already here now. That's why it's just the distance here. That best of 5 opportunity, target bans that we've already just seen in our previous series. It's great. This is peak Marvel Rivals at its finest as we get to take a look at our first team.
Dinks is such a good name.
Lineup for our last series of the day.
Dinks.
Yeah, and all teams play very good. Nemesis, one thing I like about them is I'm not saying there's not one player to pull apart from them. Mello, very great. They've got a lot of good players, but they play so well as just a full team unit. And we've seen that time after time. And, I mean, it has just been... With Sentinels, they almost had the win there on Clintar yesterday, unable to, you know, seal the deal as we look at their highlights.
Yeah, when you talk about certain players just to stand out,
I'm starting to think Wolverine might be a little too good, chat.
One unit, like they share a hive mind, basically, in my opinion, just the way that they follow up from one another. But if you could call out
him, Dr. Strange, Psylocke, or like
Mello specifically have always
and
been
Punisher
my favorites to watch
are like all the highlights in these games.
From one another. Obviously, the
that was a good whale combo.
Were really nice here too. But then
yesterday,
these replays you talk about, always down to the wire, is the way that Nemesis likes to play. Their life on the edge.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, Scatter has just been a fantastic Magneto to watch as well. Clutch
my favorite time.
Ultimate. Actually, both teams have had ultimates of Meteor Ibs not exactly land where they want to between him and Dogman. We've seen that, the Whiff Nito, as we've been calling it.
Whiff Nito is crazy, the call up, but you know what? It could be a battle of the Whiff Nitos maybe here too, or will it just be able to be something completely opposite to what we've seen? It's really difficult though with the
so interesting that Punisher skin is the one that a lot of people pick up.
It's been really difficult to find that
but I guess
impact,
like,
especially with the protection that we've been seeing.
What do you do that's cool with Punisher?
We take a look at ShroudX next.
Yeah, Madian, Mello, we're going to be put in for a performance on the duel list. But ShroudX, you guys, we know him. Impunity is one of the best Groots in this tournament right now. He's proved to be probably the best Groot we've seen thus far. In Ignite,
over window,
target bands going his way. Will he go to?
You sure about that?
Magneto, Doomed Vision, the 1A, 1B. I don't even think there's, you know, you can compare the two and what they perform for their team.
I feel like Punisher's just a track of all trade DPS, which is good in general. He's been good in general since season 0.
Really good too on that
for sure.
Whenever you're on Araco specifically is also very scary to see for ShroudX. Again, it's
a lot of people don't play him in ranked, but they should if they want to climb.
Coming in too, and then a lot of the times we saw ShroudX getting the run back opportunity here too.
Like his shotgun does insane damage. I think he can 3-shot Hulk.
He heard us talk about that Magneto and then completely flip the script on that Doctor Strange.
Yeah, absolutely. And the strategist play between Nuck and Fidel, both of them can play all the roles, all the strategists, and carry that healing role for the team. And I'd like to say Doom, his stats may not always be the flashiest.
I am wondering if they're going to nerf him.
Every single one of them counts.
Because his ult is kind of insane. You're unstoppable. You have the highest DPS ever. If you headshot, you also get crit missiles. Kind of wild.
Punisher just being so good too, especially when you get enabled by Invisible Boundary or some protection out here too. Once again, just Dogman show out here. I really like the interview that Dogman had yesterday, saying that after the Shroud Invitational, they've been prioritizing picking up even more characters semester, and even like hinting at a little fun factor within their own ranked ladder games, picking up penny in those ranked games just to get better. It's definitely a map-dependent thing, but it's about that flexibility that Shroud X is going to want to lean into.
Yeah, they had the early exit in the Shroud Gauntlet, and I know that kind of came with the label, you know, they can never win the big one or get the job done, and they did just that against Nightmare, and what was just a crazy 5-minute hold, almost giving it away, but again, they got that job done. And can they do it here versus Nemesis? This will definitely get that kind of monkey off the back.
I hate the unstoppable mutters ult. There were so many times I was second latency C and the ult came out and killed me. Yeah, it's pretty good.
But between the two, I think the story is going to be that duelist play and who can get those early picks. Are they going to allow Doom to go off? Is Mello going to get the job done? That's what I'm looking at.
Amadian being on that Star-Lord 2 being a problem here. I believe it's going to be some more of these opportunities of trying to negate the potential.
I don't even know how you like
that both these teams have
balance it too, you know?
That's a great point. Last time Nemesis was allowed.
Anything you change on it makes it dramatically worse.
But they got 2 games in a row with triple red.
I think what they're probably gonna do, honestly, is make it harder to farm it.
Eliminate them twice. Such a tough thing to handle. Will they priority ban Adam now? We'll have to see and find out in just a second as we see the.
I doubt we're gonna get a healer for a while, or not another healer, another flyer for a while. We have now what? 3 flyers, 4 flyers, and people whine about it. So I don't know if we'll get War Machine or anything for a bit.
They also ran a res composition with Vision being on the Adam Warlock.
People hate having to look up.
Fidel on that Cloak and Dagger, Nook on that Mantis too. With
the biggest gamer weakness, looking up.
Seeing here how that's gonna work out as we see the next.
Looking up and looking at your mini map.
Yeah, Cloak and Dagger ban against Nemesis.
Oh wow, they're immediately opening up with bans on healers.
So quickly, Dinks has
Shroud X
now, getting that internal bond and that Terror Cape and collapsing and coordinating. And that
they are allowing Emma Frost and Magneto.
Powerful hero from that to the cloak bubble as that mini ultimate, and they save Loki. Shroud X has not had a lot of access to Loki this tournament. And
wow, are they support choking?
Okay, and this is good too because I believe the last time both of these teams had faced off against each other, yeah, they banned the Mantis. No more res composition. That's going to be coming out on looking at Team Nemesis.
Ban Luna Snow, you won't.
But it's crazy because
they get to protect. They have to protect their Luna Snow here.
You know, the counter immediately to that was that the Loki was banned. So finding that protection.
We get Emma gameplay, yes sir.
Yeah, they're going to get rid of, love the respect there. They're going to get rid of Doomed and Wolverine or Vision on the character. But now Triple Res being shut down with Mantis. They learn from their past mistakes, especially here on Dom. We've seen it across the board. Carry.
Are they going to ban
Dom matches? And as you said, Amadian.
They're probably arguing about like, do we save Luna Snow or not? Oh my God.
For the legendary.
They're gonna protect it. They should. They went for the torch instead. Ban Luna Snow. You won't. Do it, Shroud. Do it. Lock it in. Oh my God! Support choke. So now they gotta play Rocket and Ultron.
The fire from the skies on that side.
No way.
Luna ban. So look at that. No Loki. The full strategist approach. This is so tough to handle. No Luna. No Mantis. No Cloak. No Loki.
Oh, and Invisible Woman, sorry.
Invisible Woman, the Rocket perhaps coming out here. This is, wow, literally the target ban on just a strategist here. Very difficult, forcing out maybe a composition from Team Nemesis that they're not comfortable with.
Interesting.
Yeah, they do get access to the Hellfire Gala Queen in.
No way, are they pulling the penny out?
So they're gonna probably look, yeah, to lock in Mello.
Nah.
Psylocke, he plays torch, but when you
that Rocket's a lie.
The echoes and just gonna really pop.
Those healers are lies. They're gonna do armor and boost out and then switch to regular healers.
We start off our very first map on Domination 2.
Yeah, we're looking at best of 5. You're just now coming in. Again, big difference. Instead of winning 2 and calling it, gotta win.
What do we do after this, by the way, chat? Do we roll the wheel or do we play more Holiday at Deadlock?
These 2 teams play at as we go into Wakanda, the land of
I'm really vibing with Holiday. She's so fun. And I feel like I can constantly just get better and better.
Moment right here, the epic verse as we get set up now. Domination here, bringing out the triple the quad strategy ban.
Wheel, always wheel, the variety must flow. True.
Lean into that Ultron, and when you have the torch, it really does help out here before we start.
Roll the Holiday, play the wheel.
Yeah, absolutely. Here as we have
Rematch Dave in chess. He talked too much shit. I hate him.
Trying to get right to that point as quickly as possible.
More DBZ. I'm gonna add DBZ to our fight nights because I actually had a lot of fun playing last night.
Goddess of Death, excited to see if he can pull off those shots. Doom though has just been a demon on Psylocke and getting those back.
I was surprised at how much fun I had. I didn't know Cavalier played fighters. He says he can get Street Fighter too, which is exciting.
And the Magneto won't be able to have the echoes.
Fighters is cool. Yeah, it's just like really fun to watch. Like if you don't mind losing, it's just fun.
Tries to isolate Doom just a little bit, puts down some of the pressure.
Such a cool game. I hope Marvel Token has that energy. Dude, Milo is literally on the back line and no one's calling him out. Are you serious?
This is what I really like too about Flyers here, especially on this map. You just get to reposition so
okay, so Scatter is at 100%, which means he is doing 200 damage per second, which means he is going to burn people down. He can kill a support in 2 seconds.
The point has not been taken yet. There's just pure contention now as Doom is just going right for Mello. Can he get that pick? That's what's so tough. The Invisible Woman keeping alive, but Vision does get rid of Captain America.
Yeah, Craze being gone now. Instead, Doom now just keeps harassing Mello in the skies. Not gonna let go.
I feel like if Emma Frost is at 100%, I feel like we should be watching her.
Back away in time and the isolation from Impunity being on this group. I'm not surprised. This is the
ult time. Luna Snow ult. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She pops her ult. Great job, Emma Frost. Great job counting that. Why aren't we watching Scatter? Scatter is literally doing all the plays right now.
There's no boundary. Fidel 2 here with the dance off as well as the rocket. Sia being used up. The meteor though is gonna collide off the
I'm really glad we watched the Psylocke not kill anybody because there was a Invisible Woman ult. We literally got no information on that team fight.
Team Nemesis finally flipped the point here. Let's not forget, no one was able to take control over that point for so long.
I'm about to send an email to these observers, bro.
Yeah, Groot just got chopped. Absolutely just yelled timber.
Oh yeah, I agree, Xpix. Well, from what I understand, Fighter Z doesn't have any like ranked anymore. I know a lot of the pro players are over DBZ.
15% now for Nemesis as they get things started on the cap.
They're actually going back to Marvel vs. Capcom, which is surprising.
Crazy. Just dives all the way down, tries to get the reset, the health reset now. So Freedom Charge is activated to lead the way, but the terrain falling right over their heads. Now isolates Cray. Thankfully, he can get right back onto the high ground to help heal for the rest of his team to give him that backup.
Holy terrain.
Dude, maybe I should apply to be an observer. I want to help Marvel Rivals so much.
Early swipe there on Ultron to open things up. Mello, though, looking to use this fog of war to their advantage. And there's the supernova, the pressure, the fire. Can they get the extinguisher? He's going right for the Goddess of Death.
Oh, he gets the snipe, though, onto Ricky.
Nice.
There too.
Torch actually kills Hela so fast because he has headshot damage. It's one of my favorite things to do, is just fly above her and headshot her. She can't do anything about it because she can't look up.
Falling, trading that vision. Team Scatter here on the other side. Doom then being able to find Cray, and that's gonna be a big.
He just off the map. Smart.
Be able to finally retake the point.
Okay.
Quick fly to death there, trying to get Flame off as quickly as possible. Great job there, though, from Shroud, kind of getting everything coordinated, ready to go, and they didn't have to use much resource-wise. They still have got that entanglement coming up any moment here, and this is why Loki so good. Don't see him a lot of them in the tournament, most banned heroes so far, but putting on a show right now, Nuck with the healing and the clutch ults as Mello raining from the skies yet again.
Doomed having that dance of butterflies, so Fidel will be able to also help keep Shroud X into this next fight with the upcoming fate of both worlds, extermination.
Oh, interesting. Oh my god. Nice job, Domed.
So far, you've lost
they're gonna do to nerf Loki. They'll probably do what they did.
Yeah, we've seen that time after time to
I don't know, actually. I don't think he needs a nerf.
On that back line, make it a graveyard, and it's been at the hands of Psylocke almost every time.
I think he's relatively hard to play well.
It's insane what she's pulled together here. Now they also have a lot still in the tangle.
If anything, maybe change his ultimate.
Probably gonna get up at least to 99% for sure.
But I don't know. His kit is so good thematically. Like, I think you just leave it as is. If anything, they'll probably introduce characters that like silence and stuff, which will be more helpful.
To utilize a bit of both worlds just to help peel right back to the point. Here comes a meteor just trying to find its mark, but sends it into the depths, trying to find that snipe in the air. A little bold we're feeling, are we? Dogman, as he still gets that pick onto Scatter.
That meteor is right over to Marvel Rivals 2 at this point. It's gone. It is out of the sky now as we've got the revive there, the swap over. We've got Dinks there with that. Okay, we've got the Rocket
Okay, Team Nemesis, what do you do here? Damn, Rocket's ult got destroyed instantly. He killed that so fast.
Dumping down the fire, flame on, game on as he pushes them back.
That was a big takeover though, and that was with help from Dink specifically being on the Rocket because the BRB was used up from Scatter.
Good hold from Nemesis here, and they didn't burn too many ults to do it.
Just as quickly with the Sia on top of it.
They have a chance here. Shroud X is just gonna try and farm their ults right now.
They are going to come down to the wire. These teams are very close in terms of talent, play, and level of execution. Melo just pumping out that pressure as he always does so well, putting that team right into the barbecue pit that he's looking to do here. 99, 82, it's getting close.
Oh no, but they're congested right here too.
Great execution there.
To use it with Fidel going out, you still have the supernova that you're holding on to. Yes, you've used up the freedom charge, the dance of butterflies from Doom just to keep them away from them.
Ooh, nice movement. Oh, we're just gonna get the kill or not? Ultron lived. Okay.
Reversal from Team Nemesis are nearing 99%.
Got the overtime.
I mean, that's what's showing how Ultron is just so powerful, able to escape with that bonus health. We've got the extermination now coming on. The script being flipped as we just saw it. It's why I was not surprised as Nemesis has an inch on the clock.
Dome tried everything there.
The reverse 99.
The way that they were also holding on to those ultimates, that supernova just controls so much space, and the damage output makes your eyes water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, last time, map 1, 99%. Nemesis gets it. This time, 99% for Nemesis, but Shroud wins. This time, reverse. Shroud X getting the 99, but it goes to Nemesis. Yeah, honestly, that is what makes Ultron so good, Vicky. Doom had that surprise on him. Does the burst combo, but he's able to escape, acts up, gets with his team, ults, extermination.
You always want to have just the ability to get away, just boost up your own flying speed, ready to go, even when you are in your ult, because you could utilize both at the same time. And it's great, because then you get to just recontest immediately, even if you lose out on 2. And the way that they're able to cycle through their own ultimates that first run was so important. As we take a look at the impact here, too. Scatter also putting in a good amount of pressure, but Melo, man, Melo has been on fire here, but it's pretty even across the board.
There's only one smash and it's a Nintendo 64 one? What the? It's melee, bro. What are you talking about? They're trying to catch him with the portal.
They're going to get that portal out there. It's got the penny trap down, and we're going to see the penny strange that we saw before.
So when they move up, they try to capture one.
They feel suspicious the way that they're holding that choke right now. They try to do it. They try to get it done through the portal. Playing split up, though, still could benefit them in terms of their positioning.
That's funny.
Yeah, trying to get that pull in there from Ricky, but unable to do so. Melo now trying to get that pick on the strategy.
Wait, oh my god, that Luna Snow. Nice. Oh my god, Luna. Dang, Fido, well played.
Hitting that pressure early, and they almost have the cap. Vicky, this would be a huge early cap.
Although Shroud X just have way better ultimates, though, looking at the invisible boundary that Ricky just put up, though, you have to imagine Impunity.
Nice. Doom took out the respawn mechanic for Rocket.
God of Mischief, Goddess of Death, taken to the skies is going to be Vision looking at everybody, but the Sia coming in from Dinks is going to help reset everyone, give them the shields that they need, the overhealth. What would you hear? Vision backs away.
Magneto!
Gets stunned in the middle of using the strength.
Nice job, Rocket.
Gets choke slammed by Scatter.
Yeah,
well, it's looking like this support choke did not work at all, chat.
Both just executing it perfectly to perfection, and the opposite of what we saw last time on map 1 with these two teams. 32% to Shroud X. It's going over to Nemesis as they push them back to the spawn, and the staggers happening as they're gonna, look at, leave them alive and then finish it off. And they'll just try to get back desperately.
Bro, jump off the map.
Oh, look at this stagger job.
Oh my god, they're trying to like prevent her.
More time.
Dude, they delayed so long.
Here, but I was gonna say Impunity had enough. It looked like Impunity did swap back to the Groot, but Impunity was hovering over that Doctor Strange before finalizing that pick on the Groot.
Yeah, wow, great job there to flip it up for them. We've got the Ivy Agamotto. This is a huge one they combine either with Supernova. We saw that before from Sentinels there on Krakoa back in the early stage. McCray's now trying to get a little bit of space for the team to push in here. Are they going to get the job done as we have Doom again looking for that back hit? He's going off. Dance to the butterflies. He does get that pig on Dinks. That's a huge
down to the butterflies.
It's going to be unavailable.
And the Groot wants to try to block out their exit strategy.
The thing is, like, Nemesis doesn't have to commit. They can back up here.
Is funneled still inside these rooms before they exit out to try to jump on top of the point. But you talk about the Eye of Agamotto here on the other side. It's found 3 big picks. It's going to cost Doom as he gets sent back to the spawn room gates. And here comes a strangling prison to keep them all stuck together through the brute wall with Fidel having that fate of both worlds to keep the rest of Shroud X alive.
Yeah, great sustain there as the Impunity pushes to get that respawn timer down, and again, just absolutely running the sky like the 4th of July.
Shroud might be able to take this.
Job staying alive there as Human Torch in constant
Dongman has his ult here in a second. Dude, they clear the amplifier so fast. It's insane. It comes out, it's dead in a second. Like, literally everyone shoots it. That's so cool to see. I wish people did that in my games. I feel like I'm the only one that ever kills the amplifier in my games.
In that diamond form, the extermination from Amadian here too, just looking at everyone from inside that bottom.
Good flash usage.
A good amount of pressure, but now look at Team Nemesis nearing 95%.
They did get a kill on Milo.
Dongman just able to stay alive nearly. Here's the eye of Agamotto Doom getting rid of Melo though. The trade to Impunity. It's overtime. Nemesis at 99%. And they're putting everything they've got to get this point. This would put them up 1-0 and changing what happened last time these two teams met. Doom trying to get that pick here on Ultron, and Ultron escaping into that overhealth. This is going to be close.
And Doom is the only one here. The Dance of the Butterflies. Nook needs to make
That's
some
crazy.
Happen. Doom goes down without being able to use the Dance of the Butterflies. Shut down with some help from Radiant and Dinks.
Poor
here.
Psylocke gets beat up by 2 supports.
The fate of both worlds, the invisible boundary. Team Nemesis, though, are cycling through all.
Oh man, Luna's not supposed to be out. Well, Fidel might be able to say this at 5%. Oh, he got it by time. Fidel's about to have it. There it is. Damn, nice kill by Melo.
Just showing why he's such a menace in the skies.
Oh, and uncontested here too, right? With
No way. Does that work? No way. Does that actually work? Oh my god, that works. I had no idea. Oh my god, that's sick. That's insane. I learned something new today, chat.
Yeah,
today's a big day.
Now seen 3 Agamottos in one fight. Amadian though just picking off one by one. There's a sliver.
Captain America tried.
Trying to stay alive, keep the point going, but no. Team Nemesis.
Does what work?
1-0 against Shroud.
So you know how Torch has that like encasing fire thing? So the objective is like this. That's kind of what it looks like, right? And typically what I do is like I drop my fire spots inside of it.
Yeah, that was
and like build a quick triangle, and if I have a charge, then maybe I'll do a 4th. But what he did was he built out a square around the entire arena outside, and I thought because it had like little ramps going up, it wouldn't work. But the fire still hit everybody inside. That was bonkers.
And take a look at the stats, and a lot of it there is Melo and what he does best. Melo, my goodness.
That's crazy.
9 final hits,
I thought because like how it works is usually if you have a ramp it doesn't work out because like that little arena, like if we're looking at it, it usually has like a ramp that goes up and then it builds into the octagon. So you'd assume having a red torch down here wouldn't hit, but it hit. And I wonder if that's map specific.
Yeah, and I would say too, we've seen for sure Shroud X's team play better in Vanguard department. Impunity has been honestly the. And
it works really well there because Shroud X was in a position where they had to push onto the point, so they're taking massive damage on everybody.
I mean, what? I think we're over 4.
I tried the Selena Gomez Oreo today. You have to take in your count your aim though. Just random ass flame that means nothing. Selena Gomez Oreos. What is that? Selena Gomez Oreos. Let me see these. What are these?
Equally a problem, just trying to CC a lot of the contests that were being approached on that second point.
Are they just chocolate?
But also really stop allowing these group walls.
Chocolate and cinnamon cream cookies.
Yeah, that's a great point. And to be fair to Dogman,
she looks happy.
Look at what they had. Okay, you've got Melo in the sky. Amazing.
Interesting. I'd try it.
The purple, meteorium pretty easily. But
I'd try it.
If it wasn't that, you also have Rocky Raccoon can dash out of the way. So it's just so tough for
Easy Papa's so toxic.
They were looking for. As we look at
so toxic.
I tell you, Ultron farms it at this point.
Listen, I'm one of the highest performers in a majority of my matches in Marvel Rivals. I don't know what you want from me. What do you want from me?
With some of that support here too, but being on that strategy lineup here and being able to put out that damage output, it's always impressive for me to see. Also, not so impressive to see Ultron always getting the MVP out here in my games now here too in the Marvel Rivals Ignite, but Amadian did a fantastic job.
Bit too complex of a flavor for an Oreo. I haven't had an Oreo in forever. I'm a peanut butter cup fan.
Again, does a great job at keeping those planes landed, but this time was not the case and had to flex and go around and change it up, and it just was a little bit too late. So they're definitely going to look to change that in the pick and ban phase, as we are going to be.
Why not always the highest? I'm human, bro.
Anything else stand out there to you, Vicky?
Ricky,
I don't know what you want from me.
Ricky, you know, only going down once, I believe, but even in a triple, you know, support composition, when you're forced to go out with
sometimes he locks on Spider-Man. That's right.
Deal with a triple strategy band, it could be difficult, but Ricky,
for the games that are unwinnable, you go Spider-Man, bro.
With the Invisible Man.
Well, can Shroudx adjust? Can they change the strategy? We're about to find out in the pick ban phase, but before we get to that, guys, don't go anywhere. We're gonna take a quick break.
What a statement for Nemesis, though. Like, they went for a support joke, and they were like, okay, that was cute. What a statement.
Go, my children. Make yourself useful.
Dude, I really hope that they flesh out Ultron's Battle Matrix Protocol more. I think it's so fun, but it is very vanilla. Like, it kind of makes me like TFT more after playing this one, just because of how simple this one was. I feel like if this game came out 10 years ago, people would be like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like, it's insane that all of the characters, if you want to try and build up one, they only have 2 upgrades. And like half of them don't even work. Like, I went through a match where I literally buffed the hell out of Spider-Man, and the maximum damage he did was 300 damage. For context, every other DPS does at least 1200 on basic. Iron Man's busted in that game. You can straight up sacrifice your components so he gets more damage. More Oreos aren't too bad. The Oreos that I have enjoyed the most in my limited time as an Oreo tasting expert was the lemon ones. The lemon ones are actually surprisingly tasty. Turning it such a bop. Oh, Adam Warlock has the golden circle on his face. I didn't realize that. Do 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 burr 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 burr. What are the lyrics of this song? Let's hear it. Luna Snow lyrics. Marvel Rivals. Fate of Both World lyrics. Oh my god. There's a whole verse, chat. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the first Avenger. I know you're seeing stars when the stripes just hit. Yeah, follow my lead because we got the vision. Fully fledged team repping patriotism. I don't want to talk it if it ain't peace or freedom. Fight to death to protect the people. God and country, oh, you think it's funny? Take a knee when you're impaled on the steeple. You know I don't play with them. Got the shield bouncing off the cranium. Vibranium going insane on them. It's not a job, just justice that'll rain them on. I want to lead the charge, save the day. It's up to us. Woo! What the hell, bro? This can't be real. No. This can't be it. This got to be somebody else's song. No, wait, that's not it.
Curious why Ultron wasn't one of them, and they still got the job done.
Yeah,
that's
is
crazy.
It worth to be expending a lot of these bans on the strategists, maybe, is my question. Or is that torch gonna be the first one you want to see taken out here? It's just the fact that they also prioritize.
I don't see any
first.
lyrics.
It speaks volumes to Mello and what he can do. I mean, we kind of saw that at the end with Envy. They were like, lock the storm, let's get Speedery where he needs to be. They even said that in interviews for Envy. And now with Nemesis, it's like, all right, Mello, we know what he can do in the sky as that torch. And so, you know, that's probably the strategy going in if I'm Shroud X. What's interesting about this, outside of what Araco, they didn't do a lot of torch.
You can't find any lyrics chat. Unlucky.
Somewhat new comps for both teams.
Yeah, and compare that with Amadian, who they have to also be flexible with their own strategist ultimates, and then Dinks being on the Rocket. You have the Rocket, you have the Ultron, and you have the Invisible Woman. And this is not like putting down what we saw from Nook and Fidel too on the other side from Shroud X, because they put out mad support like output. They were healing a lot, but the damage output from the skies, looking at Mello specifically, Ultron too, it's difficult when no one's able to focus on what's happening above you when you're really fixated on just trying to even get out of cover to get to the point.
Absolutely, guys, and we've seen a lot of great skins today, and on that note, we've got a lot of great skins in the store right now in Marvel Rivals. Two heaters off the bat. We had Human Torch lineup.
Oh boy!
Binary Fist, and that Moon Knight, my goodness, Phoenix Knight, both can also light up your matches.
Literally on fire. Make sure you guys check that out.
I feel like I'm whatever on these skins, chat.
So already out here for anybody to try to check.
Whatever, bro.
It's looking nice. I definitely want to get that Moon Knight skin.
Yeah, I mean, he's got that extra health now in the patch, so definitely great to, you know, get things on fire there. Iron Fist, you know, struggling a little bit in this patch, as we've seen, and maybe...
What is this, Gray Fox?
It's going to be, yeah, brighter skies, I was going to say. I don't think outside of Iron Fist mains, too many people are too mad about
lyrics.
But, these skins slap. They're absolute fire. We still can. But speaking of fire, we're going to get right back to Mello and friends and what they've put together there for Nemesis as we look at what Shroud X and Nemesis have in store for us for match 2.
I'm excited here. What are the changes? What are going to be the bans we're going to see now moving on? Because we notice already, we talk about it time and time again, that a lot of the times these series end up being lost in just the pick and ban phase here. So waiting to see where we're going to be moving on for map number 2.
Yeah, if we look at it, what they went through with the 4 strategists, they had Loki, Cloak, Mantis, and Luna ban. Look to see that changed up a bit here. We've got Shroud X 0, Nemesis 1 is best of 5, first to 3. We're about to find out the map Shroud X picked, and that exact map is going to be Araco, where they fell to Nemesis in the upper bracket.
Oh, okay. The immediate ban onto the Loki from Shroud X comes in swinging.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got that was what they did.
They're not gonna let them have torch again, right? It's a torch ban. You don't give them torch again here.
Now, interesting.
Are they gonna go for the same healer?
Loki last was Luna first, right? Last time.
No.
Either way, it's looking like they're going for the similar strat there of the strategist.
No, you're definitely right. Team Nemesis, they first tried to protect the Emma, and then they protected the torch.
Is it a cloak? If they cloak and dagger ban here, they're going for a strategist choke again.
This with these bans, because this is how they went forward. They said instead of the Invisible Woman, though, I believe the second ban was the cloak and dagger.
They really believe in the strategist choke.
That down. I'm gonna be shocked if the Ultron survives. And they're just targeting these duelists hardcore. Vision, no Punisher for you. Fred Castle on the bench, and then Wolverine doomed. They go crazy, forcing him into that Psylocke role. And getting that Emma ban is exactly what they want done.
Okay. It's the third one here. Going to be another duelist. I was going to think like the torch here in this case. Looking on the other side, they did protect the Magneto. Not surprised there, of course, after they did.
I think you banned a hella here over torch, honestly.
Save over to the Emma.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we've got that torch ban. Mello in the skies by himself, at least in the Fantastic Four sense of the word. Magneto saved up, and there it is again. Able to keep torch up. So
the cloak and dagger ban here or Luna Snow? It's probably cloak and dagger, right?
After what just happened, and on this map, I would
they leave Luna Snow open. No.
Yeah.
They're gonna give them Luna Snow and Cloak and Dagger, but they do get Magneto, I guess.
But they try to, okay, they go for the Luna instead,
and they leave the Ultron available.
Because the priority on having the
interesting
just goes so hard. They feel like they can just counter the.
What are they trying to do here?
Yeah, that had to be quite the conversation.
Like, I get choking your opponent on strategist.
Both are good answers, but right now, after what I just saw, I'm fearing what's in the sky. Especially because last time they were on this map, Vicky, they had access to Human Torch. This time, not so much. Now, you're seeing the triple Vanguard lock in from Shroud X. A lot of the times, defense likes to push up with that triple Vanguard setup.
It's a very good point.
I don't know if I like it.
The other side here,
I mean, you have the Magneto, so you can try and lock down Cloak and Dagger, but Cloak and Daggers have showcased that they are getting better and better in this tournament. Like, they know how to play around that. Like, they know what's going to happen.
And I really do like this new map. It's not only aesthetically pleasing, but the jams, though, get me going.
Yeah, right. Oh, it's like a 80s arcade all over again. As we look at what Ultron is
the music is good, but aesthetically pleasing?
I love the objective to push here with Krakoa. All of it, great stuff here as we head into.
I guess if you're like really into machinery.
An electric map on this first point. There's so much action.
I feel like this is their most boring map by far.
We're gonna see right off the bat as again that triple Vanguard pushes in, but they just have so many fights that they can take up before they get to that point.
Yeah, I've mentioned this before, but one of my favorite things that's different about this map versus the other maps is that defense can hold such an aggressive position right out of the gates. A lot of cover that you could work around, especially by that bridge to have a high to low ground disparity. But Scatter being on that Emma Frost,
ooh, nice wall.
Trying to get into position. Combine that with Mello taking to the skies this time around here on the Storm.
Yeah, we're dropped right into the battlefield here, guys. I hope you're ready for action, because here it comes.
I hate the looting maps. I think I hate it because, like, it's a good map in most games, but, like, for Marvel Rivals, they have such a high quality on their maps that this one just seems so plain, you know?
The friends are here. Can they get some picks?
I had to rub my eyes real quick. A Madian on the Squirrel Girl? Okay, and already with that ult that started so fast.
Squirrel Girl? We got Squirrel Girl?
They're so close together across these corridors. It just allows Squirrel Girl to
actually a really good choice here. Actually a great choice here.
With the 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, my goodness, that is as crazy fast action as we've had.
It helps you get out of this front payload area, and there's a lot of high ground areas where she just gets a lot of AoE value, which is very helpful against Loki in particular. And the cool part about her too is, like, if you don't want to stay on her, you can play her till you get 50% ult and then switch off.
Nemesis though now utilize that prison, just waiting at the very end, but the Eye of Agamotto from Impunity coming in from the heavens. Doom goes down though first, 2 stunned.
Dude, the Squirrel Girl is uncontested. That's so funny.
Yeah, we've got 3.
Look at this, just sitting here, just wailing on them. They don't know what to do. They're like, these nuts, bro. Wait, they're trying to use Magneto against Squirrel Girl and she dodges it! Is this how she killed Thanos? That's amazing!
Nemesis cleaning up.
Dude, I have to say, Dogman goes for the hardest heroes.
That's so amazing.
But it was the fact that we saw the Squirrel Girl just bungee jumping up and down the trampoline before.
You actually might have to get off Loki. Legit.
To get away from the meteor.
Yeah, just absolute chaos. Hasn't fallen yet, just raining down at.
And there's so many chokes in this map too they have to go through. Wait, I'm loving this pick actually so much. Look at the value she's getting. Here comes the squirrels. Oh my god, the squirrels are gonna eat. The squirrel just got 3 kills. That's insane. Did she just taunt? She just question marked. And then she switches off with the Squirrel Girl? I guess the layout of the map does change a lot here. That's amazing.
That's absolutely insane. And then look at this, the quick swap over. So they definitely formed that strategy of just a constant barrage of nuts. Can't believe I just said
That's
that.
cool. Because we did see a lot of teams getting stuck in this first choke. And Squirrel Girl is very helpful at getting you through chokes.
At least here coming up, Dinks is about to have the Eternal Bond ready to go.
That's amazing. That makes me so happy. I think Nemesis just became my favorite team.
Now we see him swap over to the Hulk. He gets melted like he's put in the microwave right after coming out on the Hulk. But those walls were just
Nut Barrage has no answer. It's true. Slam with the nuts, bro.
Trying to get that little bond as Nook copies that with Loki to give them a little bit more sustain. Doom taking that swatch over to Psylocke, dancing the butterflies, ready to go, but it's gonna be tough. You've got the rocket to deal with, maybe the cloak they can get their hands on, but Mello just absolutely
Yeah, Squirrel Girl would suck here. This large quarter. It makes sense why they changed it.
Like the call making the swap here for this second point specifically, because this low to high ground hill that you have to trespass through is just very difficult, but they're doing it with ease right now. Mello just with another stagger here as a supernova ready for the next engagement, and Impunity is not having a time.
Yeah, just flash frying their dreams right in front of them. The tough part, too, is they were close to get rid of Ultron, right? That definitely changes the lineup a little bit on what they might do, but nope. They went with
you belong to me.
It does make sense there as Doom is trying to get those picks. Does get Ricky eliminated. That's going to get rid of that res beacon, as now they're pushing in with the cloak ult as well. They're going to have to win this fight with the resources they're using.
Oh, those out on two right here too. Shroud X now finally they've utilized a lot.
Okay, they got the stop though.
This time around too is
now they should be able to move up and help hold this choke.
Butterflies. Now Shroud X will only really have Dogman and that Meteor coming up for this next fight.
Yeah, it's like season 0 of the Duelist. We had an Iron Man briefly, then now we have the Namor, and we've got the Big Whale coming out. We'll see if they can capitalize on that here. Ricky, though, has that ult ready to go. The Supernova, so tough on this part of the map. So little space, so many tornadoes.
Perfect situation, though. If you
want nice. Good spot here.
Together in this case. I love this.
Oh, that's a good spot for the relay.
Up on the high ground this time and trying to
have to write that one down. I never get this map when I'm playing Marvel Rivals. I swear to God, it never shows up.
We activate the Supernova, we activate the Sea here too. Dogman now trying to find its mark, but these crucial meteors keep missing.
People are getting so good at dodging Magneto ult.
Amplifier on the Supernova, the miss of the Meteor. I mean, it's just, I hope you like your steak medium well. Just absolutely tearing up this map.
Dude, Nemesis is eating Shroud X right now. Oh my God.
Back to back here.
What a dark horse.
So being able to get to the second checkpoint now, Mello already getting ahead, just trying to control some of that space, and we already get to see the swap up now.
So Nemesis so far in this tournament has 2-0'd everybody except for Sentinels, who knocked them to the lower bracket. So if they 3-0 Shroud X, literally it's just Sentinels that they're going to face off against in the grand finals for seeding tomorrow.
Thus far, as we've got Cap, they've got little eyes on what they're trying to figure out here. Can he get the opening with the whale? We're about to find out.
The fact that they just got to deal with these pesky flyers here, holding 2 different split angles. This is a good position to at least hold in when you.
It's so weird to see Namor in an X-Men outfit.
Get booted by it.
Yeah, what I like there is with the Cap, they can push Namor as much and then try to get that blessing to the deep. Then he's kind of left.
Almost a snipe, almost.
There's not much you can do after that cooldown increase that they've done here with Namor. It's a lot tougher to get the value out of that blessing and that survivability that he has. Gamma Squid on them, putting that pressure constant. A lot of Nemesis is up high. Here comes the whale. The landing, the stack. Can they get Emma? No, she's staying alive.
She's actually, the sustainability is crazy, and then the Medium comes in with extermination.
Nice time on the Ultron.
Shuts him down here. Now we get the God of Mischief just to copy the Eternal Bond to keep them alive. Flying around in the skies is going to be Ricky, but being able to find Dinks next, finally this momentum could be halted thanks to Doom and some help from Shot X.
Ricky playing so good there on the Rocket. Now, it's like, again, pick your poison. Give her the Rocket first in the Res Beacon, or try to get a Median out there who's just absolutely going crazy mode on Ultron now.
This choke is so hard to push through. What an odd choke. Also, Squirrel Girl would be good to get here. On defense, that is. Not on offense. Maybe on offense, actually.
That you have to split your attention to looking behind you. The Captain America instead, who's about to have that freedom charge.
Oof. Oof, got a pick, though. Okay.
To also get the Emma with Dinks going down. Now you have one of your
Doom's starting to heat up a little bit.
And it's going to have to be a re-engage with less than 25 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, just barely getting that cloak and staggering them, and they're going to be able to get the hold a bit more here as they farm up the ults. They've got a lot ready for them, and they've got
all right, time to do it. Pop the ult, Mello.
But Dogman, I'm begging you, you got to land this puppy as they go and push in here. They've got everything they're looking for outside of now Nuck just farming up a bit more.
Okay, he's got the overtime.
Land a crumb of the Meteor here. Overtime now ticking away. Ricky pops in the see ya. Looking at the Namor ult though and utilizing the portals is what I love.
Oh, that's a kill. Nemesis might get through here. They need to kill the Loki.
Magneto ult misses just slightly here. You get to the health pack, you get to reset here, and the Meteor
Whale?
having the impact. Well, Vision fights
3-man stun.
Car wash down below.
Yeah, wrong place, wrong time. The Magneto was not with the team.
Captain America is literally running back and forth saying in overtime. That's crazy. Cloak and Dagger ult. Team Nemesis is about to have their own Cloak and Dagger ult, though, if they can survive here. And they are. Mello's low. There it is. Okay, Emma Frost is the next big ult, so we need to look at her next. We should be going to Emma Frost right now. We should be going to Emma Frost right now.
This is so tough for Nemesis because their spawn is
Emma Frost time, there's the ult.
And it's going to be tough to get the difference made as the clip bubble keeps them away. We got the respawn though for Mello.
That's a huge ult, massive ult.
And we've got kneeling of peasants as they're going
Gets a hit, right clicks, trying to stay alive. Great amplifier. Everyone focuses it. A little on the slow side, but Rocket goes for a kill. Venom gets picked, but Venom's gonna be on the way back. There it is. Poof. That was a fight.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, how Doomed always gets the picks at the right time and just finishing up the job there. Honestly, that was all Nemesis until the very end. ShroudX cleaned it up when it mattered most. Got him to 0-2. They know what they need to do to make this a 1-1 series.
And also, like, and they did do amazing. But that third checkpoint, when
it's so hard to get through that third checkpoint.
Enough distance before the recontest.
Really difficult.
Side, it's so hard because that high to low ground disparity, having these two different angles, make it really hard to try to figure out and try to actually focus down on the back line of the defending side.
Yeah, I like that Nemesis is kind of sticking with the game plan here of not going to the triple Vanguard. A lot of the reason why, and honestly, if I'm ShroudX, I might bring out a little squirrel action. The acorns and the pressure of DPS at the beginning is able to just break through that triple Vanguard comp that's so common. So if you're wondering, if you're scratching your head like, what the heck is Squirrel doing out here? That's the main bit of it, right? And then Amadian was just, I mean, you might as well just carry it out to the first point because he was doing incredible.
And also, just having so much damage output off the beginning when you are on the defensive side really comes in clutch. Very similar case on map dependent.
I'm really curious what the pro players think about the Squirrel Girl team up with Spider-Man.
We'll get a little bit of that same action, giving them a taste of their own medicine.
It's 21K from Mello, 10 on the final hits. Definitely doing a great job as they open up with the flames of fire set out on the field. They got to quickly find their water element and put this out here as Impunity on the Hulk. Going to set up Vision, who was playing a lot better against these Flyers on the King of the Sea.
Sticking here with the number 2, good option considering with that team up together with Impunity has really benefited them as Doom now just tries to deal with the
Flyers, my God, the double dash.
Attention, but trying to bring the focus onto Doom themselves. Ricky slowly approaching also that Sia hero as the poking match starts up and the teleports have been taken on the other side.
Oh my gosh, how'd they get up there?
That's just showing it right there. Throwing down the
I actually don't know how to get up there.
And the great things about Flyers is you can poke them enough to at least get them uncomfortable and then, you know, force the strategist to change their attention, try to get the pick on the Vanguard instead. But Rocket building up that ult so fast.
Bodied.
Give them all the space they need with the triple to push back.
Crazy man.
Crazy.
Great wall.
Coming in with the wall there too to block off their exit route to pick up 2 real quick with the rest of Nemesis. I did like the plan from ShroudX.
I am Groot.
Down to get the teleport, then play off of a high ground position. But the way that they kept staggering themselves just allowed Team Nemesis to hold the front line with those Groot walls too.
Yeah, we've got the swap over to Iron Man.
Iron Man and Groot on their switch-ups.
Change the vision show that we just saw. Dogman up top taking a lot of heat early here. Does have that meteor in. They've got everything they kind of need here. Zinx, though, is going to be able to respond. We'll see if that meteor can get that connection. The best possible way to counter Cloak and Dagger is available to them.
Oh, see, Nook now is going to be able to get that copy to get the Cloak and Dagger themselves with the Eternal Bonds, just creating a path here. Dogman moving up, does have that meteor. This is that moment of truth. Doesn't get kicked off the map, off to the other side, but with the strangling prison now
Magneto,
you have Mello that gets taken out as Vision
doesn't quite get it.
To give at least some backup to have more utility.
Oh, interesting. Oh, he teleported past the wall to get on the groove.
Goodness, absolute pain. 0-7 or 0-6. I've lost count there for the meteor imps landing connecting, but they don't need him as Doom. Vision, the duelist, get the job done, get the pressure done. But here it is. They can get easily. This is what they did last time. Amadian back with the Strange portaling in. This is exactly
great portal use.
History repeats itself here. Get to see the slow approach. They put down the BRB machine. There goes the portal as we saw before, going down to the wire like we've seen here in the same matchup.
Yeah, here it is as Doom now opening up with that dance, trying to get that early pick, but Ricky able to get the
oh my God. Great shots by Mello against Ultron there.
Mello on Vision mid-air. Good gosh, Flyer on Flyer violence. Great job there.
Craze now coming back off the BRB. So Lavisa is going to be a quick reset from Impunity, and they have no other choice here too. You have a minute now, less than 15 seconds on the clock to even get anything started if you're Shroud X.
This is exactly how the last one happened, right? And it's funny enough, Shroud X is the one that picked this map, and it's looking like a similar result thus far. Last time though, not a minute on the clock, 0 seconds, so they have time now to adjust. If you're Shroud X, you've got, you know, maximum pulse. You can combine here with the Groot ult. That's maybe what they'll look to do. They've got the defense there in Magneto.
They have time to farm it. It's not a big deal yet.
Or do they wait for that maximum pulse from Vision to utilize that on the Eternal Bond from Dinks too? Because Dinks just being alive for as long as Dinks has is impressive here. As the God of Mischief is activated here, it's going to be the Eternal Bond from them, dropping all the way down the...
Oh, he got the Vision!
Impunity gets caught in the chaos. Vision goes down alongside Fidel, and that's no...
It's always so clever when people like try to pop their ultimates. Team Nemesis did it very, very early, because typically a lot of people around 30 seconds are waiting for the overtime to hit. But Nemesis going for the kill 30 seconds beforehand catches them off guard, right? Portal comes down, they have to wall it. Brutal.
Wait for it though, because Craze is gonna have that.
Brutal, he hits it. Oh my gosh, a complete cleanup.
Everyone eats here as Shroud-X are dropping. Team Nemesis utilize all the ultimates in the
Damn, Nemesis. Destroying Shroud's team. Wow.
Contest or take even one KO.
Again, we've said it before, you know, Groot, a tree of few words, but that ultimate speaks absolute volumes, as that this is not the start Shroud X was looking for at all. It is now 2 games for Nemesis, 0 for Shroud X, and I just...
Did Doom just come out of that tree and kill Ultron?
Again,
is that what just happened?
The bans would have changed. They did not, and the result, Vicky, didn't change either.
Wow.
The fact that Nemesis have done their homework, and you know, history repeating itself just a little bit.
Nemesis looks way more prepared.
These two teams met in the upper bracket semis, literally losing out in the same spot that we saw them here was Shroud X, and now Team Nemesis just one more game away from moving on into the grand finals.
Yeah, and again, 0 final hits from Impunity. That is just the dead opposite. In fact, so opposite, we were seeing people ban Groot against him because that's how much he was going off. And this point, just not going to get the job done. Unfortunately, they got to figure something else out as they're going to go into map number 3. And honestly, just fantastic play across the board for Team Nin.
Yeah, looking back on this and not only making the quick adjustments on going over to the Squirrel Girl right out of the gates here too. Very strong, unexpected start, but also really good when it comes to maps like this and trying to get out just to clear that initial aggression. But Craze being on the Groot, dipping that of Impunity was not on my bingo card.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh my god, nice shot.
Today. We have FlyQuest winning over Envy, a Squirrel Girl appearance. I mean, just absolute chaos here and what you expect for Marvel Rivals Ignite. Yeah, I mean, at this point...
Oh my god.
For Shroud X. We got so many different
Trump says the U.S. has attacked the Iranian nuclear sites.
Pretty confident in what they had because they stuck with those same bans. But just absolute punishment.
Bro, is World War III about to begin, chat?
Mello has been something insane they've continued to pull off.
That and then Amadian's output too has been impressive. At the end of that last game was like what 15 final hits that we saw right there too, making that quick swap up like you mentioned to the Doctor Strange before getting a huge Eye of Agamotto. That's the beauty of Marvel Rivals too. You make this quick adjustments, you have your ult charge, you boost it up really quick, and then in game-breaking moments like this where it matters everything, you get to really bring out the big guns and clear out another team fight. Big mad props here for Mello specifically though, being in the sky, being on that torch, and left uncontested.
Yeah, I mean, you're speaking of it, you know, Flame On, Game On, as I've been saying, speaking of the big guns, 31,000, almost 32,000 damage on Human Torch. We've seen Torch just carry this tournament for so many teams, and at this, for Nemesis, it's in the hands of Mello. We most certainly will see different picks and bans, or you would hope so.
You're not heard? No, I've been subatoning.
We've picked on Dogman a little bit here.
Trump said that he's going to decide within 2 weeks whether or not the U.S. will formally join the conflict.
Hey,
Robbie. What's up, buddy?
Obviously there, but both vanguards
coming out?
typically kind of really hold down the team and give them a nice
Robbie.
base of offensive defense. It just has not been here right now for these two matches.
it's those big playmaking moments that it's needed.
Hey,
it's
buddy.
100% needed. It's
Hi.
difficult though, because when your focus is on difficulty level 100 here, you have to really make
Get
sure
settled.
that you can land your shots
Get
there.
settled.
And you know, at the same time,
Sit.
you have to worry about the cloak and daggers and the eternal bond. How do you want to prioritize that when Melo's terrorizing the skies?
Shroud X, they're coming off a victory. Nimbus is coming off a loss. You would have thought momentum was going one direction. No, it's going the other. Guys, don't go anywhere. We've got match number 3 coming
It's
up
crazy.
with these two teams after this break.
Stay mellow. As far as I'm concerned, we are in it. That's what it sounds like to me. Robbie, hey, you want to sit? Can you sit? Good boy. Good boy. No, I completely missed that note. I had no idea. Feel like if you bomb with US planes, you're kind of in the conflict. It's like you can't say that you're not in it. But what do I know? What are you doing, old man? What are you doing? You chilling? Look at this little guy. Look at him. He doesn't normally come hang out with me. Wonder if my girlfriend left or something. He could be up here because he's trying to get closer to the fireworks. My man tries to fight every firework that goes up in the air. It's so funny. If we have the doors open for the back door and a firework goes off, he just sprints to the backyard and just starts barking in the sky. It's like, bro, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You good, bud? Robbie, you good? You okay? What's up? What's up? Well, I wonder if Shroud X is going to turn this around. I kind of feel like they got to stop with these support chokes. They're not doing anything. You want out? I can help you out. You ready? You wanna go? There you go. You don't want that. Okay. Honestly, Shroud X, like, they seem so much better when they have Punisher on their team. But the Punisher is getting banned out. Hey, you leave that alone. That's not for you. Boom, boom,
What's going
boom,
on,
boom.
guys, and welcome back to what could be the end. The break is over, and Shroud X's hopes might be over as well as we look into what is going to be match number 3. And Vicky, for me at least, and I know it's not always the game plan you had heading in, right? they need to make Melo's Human Torch go into Human Toast, or it's going to be done for them.
Maybe a priority ban out here too, because the torch is just
Look at this chat. This is why like GM is so hard. Look at this.
Like, there's a big highlight.
GM is the highest amount of players in Marvel Rivals. And it feels like it too. Like these two spots are probably like the most difficult spots to climb. Because it's just loaded with griefers.
Trying to land these meteors on flying targets, like it's not the easiest too, but
it's so fascinating to me how loaded up the 3 tiers are in Marvel Rivals.
Unfortunately, some ults, you know, you're gonna set up in front of everybody.
Like right now, we're right here, and you just have like the biggest lopsided games that ever.
Melo only got eliminated 3 times that last match, and so they're getting rid of that Punisher early. They're getting
fascinating.
Rid of the Wolverine. They've definitely done their homework as we are.
Was Hela banned? I don't think so. Vision played a little bit of Hela. It didn't work out.
Change on a whim and quickly here for these top teams. We'll see if Nemesis can punch their ticket to the grand finals as Shroud X is picking their map for match 3, and we head into the action of the pick and ban phase. Vicky.
You know already with Team Nemesis losing in a clean 2-0 versus Sentinels, they want their run back, they want their revenge, and they've changed up a lot too. Looking very good after their previous run-in with Shroud X, now making those adjustments. Not only did they win on Dom, where I feel like that game mode really does favor Shroud X, but here they are now back-to-back with just 1 game away from moving on into the grand finals, and we get the protection on Emma Frost from both sides, or rather the ban from Emma Frost on both sides.
Yeah, no Emma this time for Scatter, and funny enough, when Nemesis played Shroud X on this map last time, they
okay, so it looks like Shroud X is cleaning up their bans. Good. They did 2 games, which I think is fair. You're in a best-of-5 series. See if you can catch your opponents with their pants down, but clearly Nemesis had their pants on and belted up, right?
Getting rid of Emma right away.
And I think this is a good move here too if you're Shroud X, because
and Torch
about the Vanguards are not being enabled, and I really do feel like Scatter specifically.
Melo's Torch is destroying them.
And again, keep in mind, guys, as these teams are matching up, this is all to go into the playoffs. They're going to be playing these teams again many a times and just figuring out what makes
it's so funny that when Torch came out, everyone was like unplayable character, and then they fixed his primary attack and gave him a shield, and he's like a menace now.
As we've got Punisher shut down yet again.
And fixed, I mean they made it faster because people were complaining it's too hard to aim.
But he does not get him this time around, and they're gonna look to shut down triple rest. No, there it is, finally the Torch ban.
I was gonna say, punching. I can't
yeah, there it is.
deal with Torch. I have to stay.
I feel like this ban right here is what's killing
really like the only
Shroud X. Vision is so good on the Punisher, he takes over lobbies.
Takes up a slot for Vanguard as we see the protection onto the Loki.
Yeah, so, you know, in turn, with the Torch ban, you're going to be opening up the strategist play a bit more for Team Nemesis, but again, either way, they had to change something up. They're not letting the Torch go on their side. Look at the triple duelist ban from Nemesis. So tough to deal with. A lot of their favorite picks, right? They know the flexibility of Shroud X with Vision and Doom, and they're comfortable putting them to those heroes.
Dude, the triple duelist ban, they're like, all right, we're gonna enable Melo as much as we possibly can. And I understand here too, whether it be on the Psylocke or the Torch, still having that impact. If we finalize our safe picks and our bans here for our possible last game of the day.
Yeah, it has been just 2 games of best of 5, but it's felt like some of the most chaos that we've
Dongman
seen.
might actually play Penny here.
No surprise going on that Psylocke. We've seen what he can do in the backline. Impunity now flexing over to the Magneto. We did see some Magneto play from him. Again, I'm glad he's switching it up too. I think that is going to be needed here as we look at.
No, he's not. They're going to go for the armor.
Show him what he was, you know, talking about in those interviews. But it's got to be all seriousness for Shroud X if they don't want to make it early.
Actually, legitimately, I think Penny is really good on the first part of this map for defense. Legitimately, there's so many good places to put your nest.
Team Nemesis already having that lead. Feel like both these teams,
and if you have like a heads-up understanding of where the opponent's coming from, it's really hard for them to break it down.
It's going to be interesting to see how they take this, because I believe actually Team Nemesis, they won on game 2 on Convergence, specifically in Clintar in that 2-1 situation.
Quickly too, very quickly. Yeah. Nemesis got the first point before I could even understand the team comps and lineup as the caster back here. I mean, and they're gonna look to do it again. They want to make Shroud X and just get them out of this thing.
Did he commit? Oh, he committed. We're getting some Penny chat.
Before you get to see it again, folks. And then we've got the team up Vision and Loki. But
so you need someone to go scout and see if Strange is portaling, and if he is portaling, you need to get a nest underneath it. Nest already down.
But the portal plays are also out here too, right through the side door, avoiding any Penny Nest while they're at it.
Okay, but now you want to move up as Penny and put your Nest underneath it if you can.
Yeah, I like the high ground, right?
Make them look down while your teammates are shooting them.
Worry about the bottom is awesome as Doom now just trying to get that poke damage early, and look at Strange going down fast. They're trying to focus Scatter and see if they can get this early pick on the Vanguard, but they do force out the cloak bubble. Huge cooldown. They've got to capitalize that as we have Punisher and Median now pushing in.
Vision picked.
Oh my goodness.
Man, is Vision just like, is he a Punisher one trick? Legitimately? He has not had a good day since Punisher's been banned.
Now, or rather, Dinks now on the other side looking to help out Amadian, trying to get up on the high ground. As you can see, Dogman literally flying around over to the side, slowly taking over this point team. Nemesis, Shroud just looking to try to contest at least one towing line.
This is exactly what we saw last time from Nemesis. It was so bold of ShroudX to pick the map that is definitely favored for this team, as that cap comes very easy for this team. I mean, they're not just respawning, they're recovering.
Just getting destroyed. Vision gets picked, and then the rest of ShroudX just dies.
But the spawn is right there behind them and behind the payload here too.
And to be fair, Storm directly counters Penny.
But 4 incoming with Amadian coming back and Scatter.
And Scatter typing, I guess, to his teammates, doing a quick bathroom break. I'm not sure. Scatter on the top there, though, and he is now back in action. Quickly, maybe getting things together.
AFK in the middle of a match. Let's go.
Doom looking to get that pick, but they've got all the strategist ults to deal with it. They've won that first fight. That's going to give them the ult advantage, too. All the momentum is for Nemesis right now. If you're ShroudX, you have to flip the script and change things up.
Yeah, look around. The group
Storm!
up, and then you have the Omega Hurricane from
okay. Luna counters. Groot combo. That's a cleanup.
Which is very unorthodox considering
damn, dude.
Fidel has done so many times in the last incoming matches here with Team ShroudX, and now it was another team wipe. At least ShroudX though will be able to come in with 3 ultimates.
I did not realize Nemesis was this strong. I don't think I watched enough of their matches.
The early pick, Luna Snow, more like Luna No, and that's not going to help them out at all. Get this, with 4 minutes, they're just easily cruising through. Clintar making it look like light work to make it to get to this grand finals.
Doom has been trying to set up for the Dance of Butterflies for so long, and guess what? You're not going to get any impact because the internal bond does come out, but at least that is one force out ultimate. Then you look on the other side, Fidel having the dance off here. Magneto too from Dogman to see like mixes his mark because the Magneto bubble, but the damage output.
Okay, ShroudX holds it.
The dancing to help resustain everybody.
There are 2 ults coming up though.
Team Nemesis now finally gets stopped with that momentum.
Wait, you just stagger him. You should keep him there.
I was expecting from Impunity what we've seen him put on.
Wait, why did they kill him? They should have let him just like run around for a bit and then stagger him.
That whole team like weeds in a garden. Great job.
It's a way better map too for Impunity to get their footing on the Groot too. We see the portal recontest now from Scatter, who has the Eye of Agamotto by the way, but everybody from ShroudX basically split up from the other side. Misses out on that ultimate though, doesn't find its mark, and Mello then
close to getting a Loki.
Omega Hurricane.
Yeah, and they get the cap without
Storm got picked.
I mean, this is just absolutely not what you want. If you're ShroudX here, guys, this is for the grand finals. Let's see if they can pull it together here. Last map, last push here as Nemesis just absolute all gas. They've got just the speed run happening here.
Dude, ShroudX comms must be like so deflated right now, dude. Everything they try to do just gets stomped.
Turn that next corner, so giving them just a little bit of whiplash there once that portal came out.
Yeah, right now, Median on Punisher is just going absolute crazy.
Storm may need a damage reduction during ult. Would make sense with the strong wins. Oh, like damage doesn't hurt her as much. It's a hard balance for sure, because like it's such a strong ult, but also like she like loses some of her strength. Honestly, I feel like she should be able to move up and down while she's ulting.
That Scatter shield though before coming in from the skies does find that one stun here on
to like move her ahead so she can't get headshot.
As the goddess of death, Dogman is the next to get stunned just temporarily.
As easily.
Bond now coming in from Dinks to pave the path here for the rest of Nemesis. The dance up now is from Fidel, just with the fate of both worlds, just to help the re-engage here once Impunity does come back here too.
Yeah, just able to completely ignore that.
You know me really, really good here for ShroudX? Mr. Fantastic. If any of them play it, but I don't know if they do.
Yes, they do. 3 minutes on the clock is going to be a long hold.
I'm actually so surprised we don't get much Fantastic.
Can they do it to Nemesis?
Craze with the strangling prison did not find it smart, so you utilize that one ultimate Ricky had used to the fate of both worlds here, but at least you're coming back with the Median, having that judgment, and Mellow too with that Wolverine last stand.
Absolutely, here teams regathering up here in Nemesis. They've got the final judgment. They've got Berserker Rage, 2 ultimates in itself that can get a full team wipe. This is gonna have to be, again, a legendary defense coming from ShroudX. They don't have Dogman's ult to counter this. Impunity far from his. Nuck does not have theirs available. This is gonna be a tough thing to do. If I'm Nemesis, Vicky, I'm pushing fast here.
Executioner!
Because they don't have that retaliation here if you're ShroudX. No support ultimates to try to counter this from a Median, other than just trying to kite away and get out of his line of sight. But then this just gives him free reign over the point to get even
This game is
more
over, dude.
this payload to the finish line.
Look, he has an ult. He can buy 12 seconds. There he goes. 9.
We have the internal bond and the response from the other team. Now
It's gonna end at 149.
Snowball, they can avalanche these ultimates. They're coming online now too. We've got the
There it is.
with vision here.
Fido is close. No, no one's touching it. Wow. Damn, Nemesis wins 3-0 in decisive fashion.
And that was even with the fate of both
Wowzer.
contest, but I have to say, Craze has been crazy on this group. Those group wall placements right there by the spawn room doors.
So ShroudX has to tie and go into overtime in order to not lose here.
I mean, just absolute devastating to have all the ults just come online, ready to rain down. No one there, though, on the point. And with that, it looks like the mere hope of ShroudX even getting a game off Nemesis, which, gotta highlight, Nemesis just cleaned up every piece of their game since that first game to ShroudX and then to Sentinels. Insane job here. We're gonna see if ShroudX can go on an offense of a lifetime here.
Looking at the stats too, across the board, if you look at Team Nemesis, just the final hits are landing. A Median has been on fire, even in that last game that we just saw too. Well, we saw him flying around on the Ultron here. But looking at the way that the strategists have just been able to stay alive, aside from Fidel here with those 3 deaths.
What's Vision looking at? Bucky? Okay. Yeah, he needs something else. His hell is not it, dude.
Just on the rocket for right now before making the swap. But we saw that in the last map. Just the output that we're currently seeing from Ricky, whether it be on the rocket or the Luna Snow, has been amazing.
My man's got good aim, but the hell ain't working.
The team that bans Wolverine, the team that keeps it, you can make it a one-sided battle at times, and Mello showcasing just that on Logan. However, it's just questioning. They didn't have their ult.
I think that Bucky's a good choice here.
Towards that Punisher and Wolverine ult on that last point. I don't understand that. Obviously,
they need some momentum desperately.
Throwing up a purple bubble on the final judgment. Not a lot going to keep Frank Castle down. Here we go, though. Even with a legendary offensive effort, they're only going to mirror match Nemesis, but they got to get it done here.
You need to be safe here.
Nice. Doom can just walk over and touch the point. There you go. Smart.
Slowly trying to back cap, though. It's going to force Team Nemesis to get away.
Yeah, get him off the high ground for the team.
Gonna get that pressure. I always like that for Psylocke. Try to get them off that high ground, forces them naturally without, winning that fight up there. But here we go. We've got them now collapsing all at once here and building up fast and quick, and going down is Craze quickly, but going right back up with the help of Ricky and Jinx.
Watching this from Craze is giving me PTSD.
Oh, Doom almost got a healer. Almost.
Output is putting in so much pressure, but this is even better for the strategist of ShroudX because it's going to build into those ultimates even faster here. And then looking on the other side,
Nuck has ultimate. Pops it.
Being the one strategist that gets their ultimate faster than any other strategist.
Nice Bucky combo on the group. Huge. That's a kill.
This in contention.
Yeah, all right, good job there. They did get Craze back to their team, and they were able to get that
elimination.
Just the infinite skill ceiling that it is with Groot in pro play. But right now, Wolverine on the other side making it a bit easier for them, and Punisher. This is where it comes to the bans.
Nice. Nemesis is kind of cooking here.
Same story, same result here from those meteoriums.
It's kind of crazy that he got Dongman there. Bucky time? Bucky looking for a reset? He got it?
Doesn't get that finishing blow, but Doom is just doing.
Oh, I think he missed the timing on the reset just barely. Wait, Nemesis actually is holding. I'm actually so impressed right now.
An insane job at that. I mean, my goodness. Now Vision switching over to, again, that Winter Soldier, trying to get something going for this team. They're going to need it. There's only 2 minutes on the clock as they line things up. They've been under pressure. We saw a lot in this tournament. This is by far the most they've been here. This could be the swan song of this
team.
Dude, the immediate evacuating with the smoke.
Oh my god, that was such a good Groot. Was there a follow up at all? Damn, that's a good spot. Steal that one.
Finds Mello
Melo did die, but they lost Doomed on it.
Between Shroud X and Nemesis and Nook being able to have that God of Mischief available just as quickly, just to keep
dangerous. Okay, he gets a reset. Okay, that's it. Wait a minute, Cloak and Dagger. Wait a minute, maybe it's not it. Maybe it's not it. Oh my gosh.
That was crazy. We only seen one other Loki copy that.
Dude.
It was for Groot whenever they played on Sentinels, and now we've got the
and Nemesis has a reinforcement too. This might be it for Shroud X, dude.
Get the job done. They got one pick and picked themselves. This will be the final fight here between these two teams. Potentially Shroud X now. They do have Vision, Kraken Impact online, ready to go. Impunity, though, is a mile away from that ultimate. Fidel can give them the path there with purple of internal.
Portal up. Oh my gosh.
We've got the teleport coming in the back.
What I like about Nemesis is they don't let their opponents set up, you know? They can smell the desperation. They're also ahead. It's similar in Street Fighter when we saw that tournament, you know, where they always like DP'd on waking up. When you're ahead, you can afford to play like dumb, aggressive plays, you know? Because it throws your opponent off. You want your opponent to be in a state of chaos. Look at this. Like, Shroud X is popping their ults like 10 meters away from the objective. Oh, bubble time, though. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay, so we're going to buy a couple more minutes. But still, it went to the wire. And they still have to get 2 more points. They have 2.5 minutes to do it. Getting up this hill is the hardest part.
Ready to go. This is going to all come down to the perfect execution of ult combos. They had 5 minutes to get the job done last time against Nightmare. Now only 2.5 against Nim.
Again and again, we go.
That was the 5th time that he's mentioned his random generic ult stuff tonight. I think I'm becoming a cozy hater, chat. If they use their ultimates, they could win the game. Sure, yeah. You're right. You're right, bro.
Rage full as Melo's slicing and dicing. He does not need the backup. He is the backup as Dogman now trying to push forward. He's getting kidnapped.
Yep, that's a dead Dogman.
Dogman in the fight early and now putting the pressure on full snowball.
Dogman being the first one to go to while having that ultimate available.
We should be looking at crazy right now.
Instead, allows Team Nemesis to just replant their feet on this defense, hold out this next choke, because this group from Craze has been crazy.
This is it. This is your hopes. This is your prayers to continue to the grand finals as Crazy.
What if they click their buttons, though?
Absolute crazy Vanguard play here. We do have one ult with him. They can combine that with the Meteorium if they want to go that route. Nuck, though, does have the ult to keep them alive somewhat. We got the Kraken Impact online. Impunity's going to follow. We're going to see if they can do the same thing, but Nemesis knows it's coming.
Did he hit it?
All the tools available to them. Oh my goodness, just brings them back with the grapple.
Yeah, Nemesis is so awesome. Because they're like, we don't have to wait for the perfect moment. We can farm up another ult. They're on the back foot. Let's just go for it. And they die there. True. But look how far Shroud X has to go. They have to get over here, clear the wall, and then zone them out. But the issue is they can only send 2 people, which is a potential pick that can happen. And they have a Punisher, right? So they can get that pick pretty easily. So Doom can't show his face. So they have a chance to get over here in time before they all set up. There they are. Okay. Oh, huge Bucky pull. Magneto goes up. Heals are coming in. There's Luna Snow. Boof. Sue Storm ult coming in from Shroud X, but they already lost one. Vision has his ultimate. He needs a reset, but Luna Snow is just doing Luna Snow shit. That's the reset right there. There it is. Storm goes in for the back line, trying to clear where they can. Melo gets picked. The Punisher is fully alive. Reset time. Someone has to stay on the point, though. Okay. Okay. Again. Cloak and Dagger, ending. Okay, 4 on point. Portal coming out. Nemesis has 2 ultimates, though. This could be huge. They have to watch out for the Wolverine. The Wolverine does not get a pick. Cloak and Dagger ult. They have to kite away, but they're in overtime mode. Oh, the burst. He used the E for Cloak and Dagger and then a Wolverine combo. They get 2. Shroud X maybe holding. Damn, they screwed up their combo. So Team Nemesis went all in on the Cloak and Dagger curtain and Wolverine ult and whiffed it. So Cloak and Dagger ulted all the way to the back line, and then E'd their supports. Wolverine came in afterwards, but didn't connect with it because of the Loki runes. Isn't that nutty? Shroud X might be able to do it.
Crack an impact. Impunity's halfway.
It gets back so fast, and he got the reset, what, 5 times, 6 times, I believe, here, too. So just being able to look at the impact that's going to have
At this point, he should be sending it. He just saw support ults go off. He should be sending that ult on Bucky. They need momentum. He should not wait. The longer they wait, the faster the ultimates go up for the supports.
Very close. We've got the show to open that up. We've got the meteor as well for scatter. Everything's ready for these teams. Omega
Doom going in. There's Linus no ult. Okay. So Doom's gonna go ahead and just dash all the way around. Great engage by Cradle. Ricky ult's gonna finish in a few seconds. He goes for the ultimate, but it might have been a bit too early. They gotta reset. It wasn't early. Great. Nice. Mello go on the back line. Waiting for it. He hits a storm. Another reset. Vision cleaning up, dude. He took that personally that the Punisher kept getting banned. Nuck has an ultimate, which means he can get a Storm ult. I would go for a Storm ult if I was Shroud X here, instead of a support ult. But they might do a support ult to sustain. But another Storm ult would be huge. Nuck needs to ult now. He needs to ult now. Nuck needs to ult. There it is. Okay. He got the Invisible Woman ult. Dongman gets a pop. Clears out one. Here comes Doomed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need to hide from the Punisher. Need to hide from the Punisher. Waiting for the healing. There it is. Great comeback. But that whole comeback went down to the wire just for them to get overtime. So it'll be 2 minutes and 46 seconds versus 1 minute of timing for Shroud X.
Nemesis has 2 minutes and 46 seconds. They like to make things
This is a very uphill battle. It's not easy.
That was crazy.
That was such an insane effort put out by Shroud X. Like, they definitely had a few extra gray hairs after that one because, whew, I mean, if we're
bro, they're like 19. If they have gray hairs, I'm gonna be so sad.
Like, this is insane counterplay to deal with the problems that have been in the sky. I was wondering if we were gonna see that Bucky after we saw the Punisher getting banned.
Okay, so Shroud X is on offense. That's hard. How's the game's been? Pretty stompy, but we got a comeback potentially happening right now. First series was really, really good. I think it went 3-1. What's up, Seraphine? It's been a pretty good night. Tomorrow is the grand finals of the qualifiers to figure out who's playing in the playoffs for seed.
The damage output for these teams, Vision 22, most of those coming off Kraken impact.
So tomorrow is the big matches for the evening. And then I think next week the tournament begins for money. 70,000 for first place.
I just have to say that Vision and Doomed right now too are just holding it down.
I mean, they better. They ended the first 3 rounds.
Different level. Ricky getting picked off first maybe 2 times in that last round, but Vision coming out now, looking to see what to do, closing in this distance and coming out with that Bucky.
Yeah, Shroud X now. They get to
Loki get insane value. Our watch us tomorrow night are going to be busy. I will see. We'll see. I don't know. Worst case scenario, we can watch them on Tuesday morning together.
This is going to be a very tough point take. They know exactly what they need to do. Get these ults charged up. Vision now.
Like, I'm already feeling really tired. I do need a break, and I want to spend time with my girlfriend before she leaves. But we'll see. It'll only be 2 matches, so it would only be like 3-4 hours. Maybe I could do it. We'll see. For sure. Okay, they clean up pretty quickly there. They used Loki. They abused him so hard there. Also NBA Finals. I know nothing about NBA Finals, but I hope your team wins. Hopefully LeBron beats Steve Nash. Or whatever's happening.
great job to get this point with
Whoever the Patrick Mahomes of basketball is, I hope they do well.
resources to get there, but not that many. You've got the Kraken impact.
Okay, so you're in overtime.
It's all gas right now.
There's two things that are really scary in overtime. Punisher ult and Storm ult. They need to be deleted immediately. There needs to be a mad dash to take out the Punisher when he ults. Cloak and Dagger. Here it is. Where's the Punisher at? He needs to die. Vision goes up. Magneto comes in afterwards. Tries to go for a bop. Doesn't quite get it. Hit hits. 3 have been deleted. It's just Nuck right now. Okay. It's not game over yet. It's not game over yet. But they do have to hold this D for 2.5 minutes. And I hold Ds for maybe 10 seconds at a time. You know what I'm saying? It's hard.
What you need to do is hold this point for 2 minutes and
I'm a very fast peer.
That's a tall task. Oh my gosh, are these teams
all right, here we go.
Could be the last match.
The way that they've been able to cycle through these ultimates, though, and through these Groot walls, too, with these meteors.
Any major changes on defense?
Man, we also saw the Kraken impact attempt too, combined.
No changes on defense. Still playing Storm, huh?
Mentioning before, but the survivability from Nemesis between
the issue with the last time they played this is they did a horrible job of managing the portal from Team Nemesis. Team Nemesis was willing to separate them and take the high ground above them. And I would encourage Shroud X to be more prepared for that this time.
And then it's a whole different story at this point.
LeBron, isn't it? Oh, is he? Damn, LeBron seems like really good at basketball.
Lifetime here on this first point, but absolute just clutchness.
He seems kind of insane.
For Nemesis here as we head into the defensive effort of Shroud X.
Look at Vision's final hits, by the way. 22 final hits compared to the rest of this lobby. 43.
Yeah, I will say Vision has locked in once he got the Bucky. But I still think that this decision should have happened earlier.
Yeah,
his Hello was not doing it.
0 final hits on the map before to 14 now on Groot. The tree is back, folks, but it might be too little too late. They're bringing the battle
immediate portal. The last time they did this, they cut off the bottom portion right here and then jumped up and took high ground. Now, how is Shroud X going to respond? This time they broke the wall, so they had an angle to poke him. Good start. They then back away. They're using Storm to poke from here. Groot fell down.
Instead, on this defense here, Groot wall's coming back up, Impunity trying to play around them while also
nice damage on the Punisher.
over to the other side between
I don't know why she's not in lightning form. Why was she in wind form there?
As well onto Amadian, but they're slowly starting to get the point. They've already reached the first checkpoint here too.
It's a dogfight right now.
Vision looking, going for a hook, hits nobody. Right now, just popping his abilities for shields, taking damage, trying to stay alive. Good heals.
Vision now just trying to stay alive. Impunity goes down, and this has happened now 3 times for Shroud X. They cannot stop Nemesis's just offense approach on this map.
This is Doom playing so
I don't understand why Shroud X wants to take a long-range engage against the Punisher.
But in this case too, everyone's
they knew it was coming. Oh, Vision's trying to buy time. He's slowing it down.
This is
dies finally.
Exact opposite. You needed just a little bit of a longer hold there.
Portal going up.
The direct opposite result, but
1 minute and a half left.
They have enough. They do have some gas in the tank. Vision able to hop in that
defense
portal.
begins.
They can get the snowball they need. There's 2 meters on
Magneto did not pop his ultimate and got picked.
But they lose it on top.
Nuck does ult. They're gonna have 2 ults here. Vision goes up in the sky. He gets taken out completely. Wow. I don't understand what Shroud X was doing there. That is the exact play they lost to in the first round. And they were like, yeah, fuck it, do it again. That's crazy.
Into the grand finals of a confident 3-0 against Shroud X.
Like, they could have ran their Penny this time. And just like put Penny on top of there and then drop their mines and slowed it down. Timing is everything there. I'm really disappointed in their performance today. But Nemesis, man, getting the easy 3-0.
Nemesis's hands, looking at the clock and
wowzer.
looking at the stats here of the effort.
Wowzer.
Just Vision doing every single Super Saiyan form he had left in him to do some carrying, but it was again just not enough. But looking down at the bottom at the victors, Craze, Amadian, Mello just popping off. Scatter went crazy on that match as well.
Yeah, Nemesis was like way more prepared. It was very clear they had a strategy for every single map.
For that 9 to 5 strategist, just backline support here, and they delivered. Ricky too out here, always with topping a lot of these healing outputs, 68k in favor for them specifically. But you mentioned Scatter. I really liked how Scatter played there. Craze though with the group was on another.
I want to hear the interview.
Space, and it's so good specifically for Clintar.
Yeah,
how much time do we have left, chat? 8.5 hours? I might say this for Tuesday. I'm kind of exhausted right now. 8 days of subathoning, bro. Incredible week. Lots of fun games. And then I'll see what I can do about tomorrow.
Completely polished against this whole matchup against Shroud X.
I'll see how my day looks.
In the upper bracket.
But I'm ready to go take a shower, I think. Maybe even work out and then call it a night.
To achieve thus far in this bracket, right? They were able to 2-0 Techie originally. They lost in that first meetup versus Team Nemesis and then had to make the climb from the lower bracket.
Ooh, that was a nice night by Dongmin. I missed that one, I think.
Through Techie in the run back, and now here this time around, all the way to game number 3, round 5 situation.
Yeah, I think, honestly, I think the support played really well for Shroud X. I think their DPSs need to find some off-meta picks that they can play.
Yeah, without question. I mean, yeah, and listen, I know
because it is very clear that they kind of rely on their aim, and they don't rely on their decision-making as much. Which, again, I'm not saying it's not good. Like, it's better than probably most players. But Nemesis outplayed them. It wasn't like they outshot them or out DPS them. They just straight up outpositioned and outplayed consistently.
Always like to highlight our strategist right here, Ricky. Once again, always putting up the numbers, 21 KOs, as well as holding a really good position.
The accuracy is the insane part. 50% accuracy on Luna Snow is kind of nutty.
In that entirety of that map, still very impressive. Only 9 deaths too. And that's combined together with the wombo combos that we were witnessing with the strangling prisons.
Yeah, just without question, the perfection of play there. And Amadian has just proved too, Mello getting a lot of the spotlight, but Amadian just how flexible they can be as well, playing what is needed at that time, whether it's the Star-Lord and the triple, res comp and being the main threat there, those Punisher ults at the right time each and every time. This has been
Punisher's becoming a problem, by the way. I expect way more Punisher bans tomorrow in the best of 5.
In terms of seeding and playoffs, and obviously
he is quietly becoming one of the best DPSs in the game.
Everything, and it is everything at the birth of esports, in terms of, regarding these teams, Vicky.
Yeah, they're literally creating history as we speak. That's what Marvel Rivals Ignite is all about, and it's also highlighting the teams that may have been at the top who have made their way here from previous events, but it's also the teams that get to plant their feet and stay, making the adjustments coming out of the advanced tournament ban system that we also have in place.
You can feel the sunburn on your face? Rip, Serpico. Make sure you treat that, man. Sunburn's no joke.
Flexible on these different picks.
Yeah, absolutely. And Marvel Rivals, the great thing of it and esports is all teams have a rival, and I can tell you confidently now, Shroud X, their rival is Nemesis. They are the Nemesis of them, and at this point, you try to look forward. You've got the playoffs, your seeding, you can reset, reload, but Nemesis, all eyes are on tomorrow as they're going to be going into the grand final, and we've got a wonderful Nemesis.
It's so weird to me that we keep calling it the grand final.
It is the coach
when
of Nemesis. I cannot wait. What's going on? Congratulations.
Hello, hello.
Oh my god, this red lighting, bro.
I mean, just what a map, you guys have faced off before in the
Why do I feel like he's in, like, Amsterdam? This is like brothel coloring over here.
Were you surprised that they just did not get the fire extinguisher out? They let Mello just run torch the sky the first couple of games?
I don't know. They had the blueprint yesterday, full prep for it, and they still chose the wrong answer.
Oof. Call them out.
4 tries.
Let them know, dude.
It was bad.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
I don't know what they're disappointed.
Dude,
shit.
Like that was not only the problem to Amadian, like also
I agree though.
Like the skies with Ultron. You guys had it all planned out. I have to ask, when you guys were able to take out Shroud X in the upper bracket semis, were you worried with the way that they were performing and playing more games than you guys coming out of that lower bracket when they had to reface?
Looks like Turk's bedroom. Yeah, Turk on auto mod gets really aggressive.
I thought it would be more of a factor than it was. I mean, once we lost the Sentinels,
I mean,
we knew that, like,
Turk did kind of choose a username that represents an entire people.
We're getting our rematch with Sentinels tomorrow. Like, we knew that.
But yeah, AutoMod for some reason won't let us just get rid of the word Turk. Twitch does not like that word.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone was expecting the first results of FlyQuest and Ivy, and even more so the 3-0 here with you guys. I want to ask, though, it was only a day ago, and now we're a day forward.
The fuck? I mean, you can't type the whites. You know what I'm saying?
You get your revenge game against them. What's the difference? Even
that's kind of the thought process behind it, but I do think it's dumb.
And as the morale.
It's flexibility.
We approve it as fast as we can, but
what we're good at, but expanding like what we can do. You know, we're trying to stop being one-dimensional. I don't know if you saw in our ban phase today, it was very much a targeted ban phase on the DPS line, because we know what we can get them in. So it's just a matter of making that not happen.
Yeah, it worked out how they just shut down their DPSs.
I love that you highlight the way that you've had gone through your ban and your safety picks here too. But now after facing off against Sentinels without revealing too much, you guys have made those adjustments, and I feel like Amadian has been like the professional ditto on your team. Literally could flex into what you ask Amadian to do. Can you talk a little bit about how the comms? It's crazy. He's very flexible. It's crucial with this ban system that we have in place. That's what we keep highlighting. But do you have any sort of?
I don't know how you go into a tournament
for Nemesis when you get to take
for $3 million and not be able to play more than 2 characters. I'm sorry if that's rude, but like, what are you doing?
And then Krasmang, he's there sometimes. Amadian, I mean, he's a ghost in the VC. Mello, he just complains when he dies. Let's see, who else? Dinks, I mean, if there's ever an idea, if you ever see us in for any reason, it's probably a Dinks plan. Somehow, some way, he's involved.
Okay, now that we have you, I have to know, this is from yesterday's game, but when Scatter had that ult from Magneto out of nowhere, what was those comms like? I know he was nothing but quiet there.
I don't think the VC's ever been quieter. I mean, that whole match was a jump scare. First we see Black Panther, now Scatter Genji's mag ulting air. I mean, you see that dunk though? He slammed nothing, but it was fire.
What an answer, man. I've got to ask, what is one word to define this? I feel like all teams going into this, like, we knew kind of how they were going to fare out, but Nemesis was this big question mark always. Like, where does this team land? What's one word that defines this team? Can I say it on stream even? Like, what is y'all's motto? Who are you guys?
I think the safe answer is friendship. It's power of friendship. We've all known each other forever.
Captain Planet.
It's just the boys just running it down mid. But we were Shikigami before. The slingshot. Once we lost yesterday, the slingshot was in motion. The wind was coming today. So you know the drill.
We've seen it once and we've seen it again, and you guys continue to put on a show, and it's gonna be great to see you. I mean, either way, you made it into the grand finals. You're gonna be able to have good seating. We're excited for you guys. We're gonna be
bye, Super Go. Enjoy work.
Against a great team in Sentinels. The 2 teams trying to earn their flowers more. Go celebrate though with the power of friendship with the boys. Enjoy the win, and I appreciate you so much, man. You've been a great time.
Go FlyQuest.
Instant. Love it, man. Thank you so much. And to get the interview that way. Way to go, man. Way to go. Instant with a go FlyQuest. Oh man. What a way. Man, I'm a fan of the coach of Nemesis at this point. What a great the comms never being quieter. That's hitting me.
Dude, Ryan Guy also, like, he just gave us perspective to how every role behaves whenever they're, like, in shambles, right? Like, usually DPS complaining, like, why did they die when they're getting pocketed too? Just the quiet comms after, like, a missed meteor. I feel like that was just cinema right there. It's good vibes all around, but I think it's even better to focus on how you all have moments where you don't have the best days in your own gameplay, and instead of reflecting back on it, GG, go next. You gotta keep running it down, like what Ryan Guy said.
Yeah, they called the slingshot. Shikigami back in MRI. They lost so many games, and then they used
okay, chat.
Roll back and shoot.
I'm exhausted. I wasn't gonna roll the wheel, but I'm feeling tired. I'm ready to call it. Chat, we have 8 hours and 20 minutes on the timer. I'll be back on Tuesday to dig through that time. We'll do some more PvP stuff. I don't know if we're gonna be playing Dark Souls with Walter, kind of with this puppy stuff going on. Hopefully Pepper turns out okay. But we'll see where we're at on Tuesday, and then we'll go from there. Sound like a plan? Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for an incredible week. I hope you enjoyed the stream this week. I know I did. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Maybe tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. I'll let you know. Goodbye.